Hey everybody, it's Stephanie Old World Gamer along with Scott Devin Kane, and welcome back to another episode of the Retro Indie Pixels podcast. It's been a while.
Yeah, back again, once again, to give you all of your gaming news and Scott's guilty gaming pleasures, telling you things about games that Scott shouldn't play.
Now, we missed last week mostly due to the fact that there wasn't really as much news and a lot of repetitious stuff, so...
It was just literally, like, we both got together and we're like, how's news for you? And we were both like, awful. Like, it was just, bleh. There's nothing to talk about last week. No. This week, however, this week, you guys get some bonus SDK this week. Don't you worry about that. You guys got a lot of SDK coming for you. But,
and, of course, the podcast, as always, is unofficially sponsored by Jones' Soda. Ooh, look. Oh, look delicious.
This is berry lemonade soda. This is berry lemonade. It looks like fucking antifreeze, but it looks like it's delicious.
Oh, it's very good.
I haven't tried. Oh, that's really good. Oh, that's really good. Wow.
I know.
That's way better.
The other blue one that they have is also very good. The bubblegum, one of my favorites personally.
I'm not huge on bubblegum flavors, but I'm definitely gonna try it because they like the place that I usually get my Joneses from has like a whole wall of them now. So I have like a lot of extra thing to, you know.
I have a whole wall of soda.
Oh, I know. We have a black cherry warhead flavor.
Shut up.
All like. Ugh.
How did you not grab that immediately? That would have been the first one I would have took.
Listen, I had to also get like a couple bottles of Moxie, so there was only so many I could get because, you know, I love Moxie. Oh, jeez. Whoa. Yep. No, it was antifreeze. No, I'm kidding. Oh, jeez. Yeah, but this is actually really good. So you know how like a lot of lemonade sodas will like overpower you with the lemonade part of it? It's like, here's lemonade, but just with like a splash of the other flavor. It's like the other way around. It's like really good. So this is the berry lemonade soda from Jones. So give that a try. Try not to suck it down your lungs. And all that good stuff. But, so was your gaming week, Stephen?
Not bad. I died a lot in Rogue Legacy 2 because, well, the beta is cruel. Man, the boss in that is terrible, dude. It's like fighting a final boss, but only having, like, the first part of the dungeon stuff, and that's it. And I'm just like, what do you want me to do? And I'm sure people have done it. It's just, I'm just like, I rage so bad. And then I got back to, Donkey Kong Jr. Math.
Yeah,
as a speed run. Jesus Christ, man.
If you guys, like, I'm not to say that, like, I take pleasure in other people's misery, but, like, man, some of the things that are said and done on Donkey Kong Jr. Math streams are just, like, if you need a good laugh in your life, man, Donkey Kong Jr. Math streams are some of the best.
Well, it's only, the runs are literally a minute and a half. And then it's like, shitty number, reset. Shitty number, reset. So I'm literally slowly losing my mind every time I play, and I hate it. I do. I can't wait to just be finished with that and be like, you know what? Got the world record. If someone beats me, you fucking have it. Because, and if someone gets it in like fucking 10 attempts or 20, I'm going to flip out.
I'm never speedrunning again.
Yeah.
Which is not true, but you know.
Yeah.
But I've been playing a whole bunch of different stuff. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered came out. We will definitely be talking about that in the podcast today. I'm trying to think of some of the other things that I was playing. Final Fantasy Quest has continued. We have started up Final Fantasy 3 again. So, you know, for you guys that want to come over, hey, and M4 with 200
bits. And look at dude just suplexing the shit out of deer. Oh my god. It's like, yeah. Boom.
Thank you, M4, for the 200 bits. Appreciate that. But yeah, just like Final Fantasy Quest, just playing the same stuff that I've been playing. But Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. We will get into that later in the podcast. Don't worry about that. We're going to talk about it. But at this point, and as always, we are going to switch over to SDK's News for the Week, which, as always, is brought to you by VG247 and Destructoid.com.
Woo!
So, we're going to talk Mario for a little bit, guys, because the Mario 35th anniversary is just around the corner. And, cool boy, do we have some stuff to talk about. First off, Nintendo has announced that a new Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection is coming for the Switch.
That's awesome.
Nintendo is making a new Super Mario 3D All-Stars compilation. In a surprise, Mario-focused new Direct today, Nintendo officially announced the previously leaked Super Mario 3D All-Stars, a collection of 3 Super Mario games: Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. It's available for pre-order now from Amazon US. The original 1993 Super Mario All-Stars released on the SNES. That's the going to talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. So it's going to be available
September 15th.
September 15th, and only available till March 31st, 2021. If you're playing on Nintendo Switch Lite, detached Joy-Con controllers are required and sold separately. It's also announced Super Mario Bros. 35. We're not going to talk about that because I'm going to talk about that too. Additionally, the video revealed other Super Mario games launching this year, like Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. The game brings the fun of Mario Kart series to the real world using the Nintendo Switch system to control a real-life physical kart. The launch of the classic Super NES game Super Mario All-Stars on Nintendo Switch Online later today. Again, I'm going to talk about that. A new Nintendo product called Game & Watch Super Mario Bros., a mini gaming device inspired by the retro Game & Watch systems that play the original Super Mario Bros., Lost Levels, and Ball games. Ball games? Game & Watch Super Mario Bros., the new collectible device is inspired by the original Game & Watch systems first released in 1980. The original handheld device included a game, which could also be used as a watch to tell the time. The original Game & Watch series sold more than 43 million worldwide. Game & Watch Super Mario Bros. Features a modern plus control pad. In addition to playing classic games, Super Mario Bros., Lost Levels, released in Japan as Mario 2, and a special version of Ball with a Mario makeover, Game & Watch Super Mario Bros. Also functions as a clock with 35 little touches to discover, including some guest appearances from Mario friends and foes. Game & Watch Super Mario Bros. Launches November 13th at a suggested retail price of $49.99. Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, created in partnership with Felon Studios, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit brings the fun of the Mario Kart series to the real world by using the Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Switch Lite system to race against opponents using a physical kart. The physical kart responds to boosts in-game in the real world, stops when hit with an item, and can be affected in different ways depending on the race. Players place gates to create a custom course layout in their home, or only limit is their imagination. Race against Koopalings and Grand Prix, unlock a variety of course customizations and costumes for Mario or Luigi, and play with up to 4 players in local multiplayer mode. Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, which is available in a Mario set or Luigi set, launches October 16th at a suggested retail price of $99.99.
He's
let's
fuck me right up.
They've released a couple of new Super Mario products, which is the Puma RS Dreamer Super Mario 64 basketball shoe.
Are you still on the same fucking thing or what, man? Like, you're fucking jumping around this article like a motherfucker. I'm like, I don't know where the hell you are right now, man.
All the way at the bottom. I'm trying not to talk about the things I'm talking about later.
Okay, well, I still need some direction. Jesus Christ, I'm not a mind reader.
To make shoes. These shoes will be exclusively at Foot Locker, Champ Sports, and Puma stores at Puma.com. Monopoly Super Mario Celebration from Hasbro is now available at retailers worldwide. Jenga Super Mario sets from Hasbro now available worldwide. It's a Me Mario action figures from Jakks Pacific now available at retailers. Black Milk clothing inspired by Super Mario will be available at blackmilkclothing.com starting at 5 p.m. on October 5th. a lookbook sneak peek will be available on September 29th. And the LEGO Nintendo Entertainment System is now available exclusively at LEGO stores and LEGO.com, with multiple LEGO Super Mario sets now available at retailers worldwide, including the Adventures with Mario Starter Course. So, we kind of... I don't want to say that we called this before, that we said that there needed to be, like, all these 3D Mario remakes. I honestly think that it's, like, long overdue.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Definitely.
I mean, it's probably long overdue because they were waiting for something like this, where it's like, oh, it's the 35th anniversary of Mario, now we're going to give you all of them, as they're not being, I don't think that they're being remastered at all. I think they're probably just being re-released. I'm pretty sure. It says Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I'm just gonna guess that it's just, a re-release of these games. Again, if you're using a Switch Lite, you're going to have the controller, or like the detachable Joy-Cons, because you're going to need them for Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, this is a great...
In other words, more ways for Nintendo to steal your money. By steal, I mean just take it. You're just taking it. Here, have it. So, this Nintendo Direct that they put out with all this shit that you're going to cover is awesome and terrible at the same time. It's like, dude, where am I getting money for this? Where?
I know.
As a collector, I'm fucked.
But, I mean, here's the thing. Super Mario 3D All-Stars, yeah, you're going to have to pay for this one because it's, they're not going to give us that for free. But the next two things, I believe, are going to be released for free. I'm not sure about the next one, but we're going to move on to the next article that I have here. Super Mario Bros. 35 is a 35-player online battler. Exclusive. This looks fun.
Did you not see when this was quote-unquote illegally released as some kind of like... I think it was 99 players, and basically you race through the 4 different parts of like World 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and basically whoever finishes first wins.
Well, it's going to be a little different.
Okay.
A little different. Nintendo has announced Super Mario Bros. 35, a 35-player online battle game. In Super Mario 35, 35 players will compete to be the last Mario standing or running. Enemies defeated will be sent to other players' courses, but it also works the other way around. Players can also activate special items and try to outrun their opponent. It's a limited run game, though, as it will release on October 1st as a digital-only game exclusive to Switch Online members. The game will be playable until March 31st, 2021. Nintendo announced the title today alongside the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection, which is also a limited run game launching in September. It's all part of Nintendo celebrating Mario's 35th anniversary. So, this is a little bit different than Mario 99. Where like Mario 99 was just about like going from point A to point B, being the first person to get to point B.
Yeah.
This is going to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
Because like you're going to start sending enemies. Now imagine like you're in the middle of like, oh, I'm just running along, I'm on course 2-1, and somebody behind is like, oh, I just killed Bowser. Plot, there's Bowser all of a sudden like in your way. Like, oh, well, this is different.
Yeah, but what about if you're after hitting a green shell, and it's after killing like 5 or 6 other Koopa Troopas and a couple of Goombas, and that Bowser pops up and he gets hit by it and dies. Then all of a sudden the person who's behind is like, this sucks.
Assuming that this is going to work along the same lines of Tetris 99, where you're going to be able to target people with enemies and stuff like that. So if you can see that there's somebody like way ahead, like they're like in like, if you're in, course 2-2 and they're in 2-4, you can target their screen and be like, all right, send stuff this guy's way, he needs to slow down. I'm assuming that this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but it looks that way. So I haven't actually watched the official trailer yet, but I think this is going to be pretty fun. This starts October 1st, I think they said. October 1st. So this is definitely something you're going to see on my Twitch channel for sure. Because, like, I love this kind of stuff. I love silly things like this, So, you're definitely going to see SDK playing Super Mario 35 at some point in the future. So, The last thing that we're going to talk about in Mario is Super Mario All-Stars came out for the Switch Online.
Oh, nice.
Ugh. Classic Super Nintendo game Super Mario All-Stars lands on the Nintendo Switch Online today. Nintendo Switch Online is being updated. Why do they do this? Like, it's like every single week. It's like, here's the first line, and then they repeat what they just said. It's like, oh, well, I gotta submit like 500 words of text to the boss, and if it's not 500 words, I'm not gonna get paid this week, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just gonna repeat the first thing that's there. Anyway, the company announced the game during a surprise Mario-centric Direct this morning. Super Mario All-Stars features upgraded versions of Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, Super Mario Bros. 2, and Super Mario Bros. 3 with enhanced graphics. Alongside the game, Nintendo also announced Super Mario 35 and also 3D All-Stars. So this is a direct, like, rip of the Super Mario All-Stars. So, like, everything that you remember from the Super Nintendo All-Stars game, it's in here. Like the graphics-wise, all that good stuff. I spent like an hour this afternoon just playing Super Mario Brothers, like Super Mario Brothers 2, not Lost Levels, but Super Mario Brothers 2. And it's like, it's just as fun as they used to be. Like if you have Switch Online, it's free. Go to your Super Nintendo console thingy, and it's free. If you've not played all those old Mario Brothers games, go and just play some Mario, man. Just Mario, why not? You know? Mm-hmm. And if you haven't played the Lost Levels, it's hard. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
We didn't get it in the United States because Japan thinks that we suck at video games. So they're like, you're gonna wait like 10 years before we give this game to you, because I guess you don't suck as bad as we thought you did. Whatever. Anyway. So, moving off of the Mario news and into Pokemon news, Pokemon Go is dropping support for iPhone 5s, iPhone 6, and older iOS and Android devices. So, some of you people I know play Pokemon Go that are watching this, listen up. Pokemon Go will cease to work on a few older devices soon. Pokemon Go developer Niantic has revealed it is ending support for iOS 10, iOS 11, and Android 5. For phones, the iPhone 5 and iPhone 6 will also no longer be able to play the game. This will take effect in October with the release of a new update. For devices where an OS update is available, it's best to bring them forward to the latest version of Android or iOS. If you own either of these older phones, however, you're out of luck. When the October patch rolls out, players on those devices' operating systems will not only lose access to Pokemon Go, they won't be able to spend or use any Pokepoints. Obviously, all of that will carry over if you decide to upgrade to a new device or OS. Even if you're able to install and run Pokemon Go on such devices after the release of version 0.189, will no longer be able to provide support if you run into any technical issues Niantic added. For more details, check out the support page. See, I don't get this. What's the point of alienating your players who are probably spending money on your game? It just doesn't. So what if they're using like older stuff? Just have, support for the older stuff. People are still spending money on this game.
Sure.
So why make it so that they can't play? I don't get it. It's just, again,
Herb and Dapper.
What else is to be said? It just doesn't make any sense.
Herb Derp.
If people are spending money, let them play. I mean, I understand that you have to make different updates for like different operating systems and stuff like that, but like, so M4 said people spending money on the older devices probably isn't making a profit compared to what it costs to support these old devices now. Mm-hmm. I guess that makes some sense. A lot of, I would say that probably the minority of the players use the older devices. I'm just guessing. I could be completely wrong. And don't take that word as gold. I'm not really sure. But it does make some sense that it would be more of a pain in the ass than it's worth to continue updating that sort of stuff. So, I mean, it does suck for those players, and it's unfortunate, how long has this game been out at this point, and all of that time that you've invested into it just to be told, oh, by the way, you're not allowed to play anymore. It's like, oh, I have to go open my phone, or open my phone, get a new phone just to be able to play the game. It's like, I mean, it sucks, but what can you do? But anyway, moving along, the next Ubisoft Forward showcase is going to be taking place next Thursday, September 10th. Next Thursday? Yes. Ubisoft will host another Ubisoft Forward showcase this week. Thursday 10th. Again, they did it again. It's the person. It's the same author. I noticed this. Every time that they do this, where it's like the first line and the second line just repeat each other, it's the same author. You'll be able to tune in 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, and 8 p.m. UK. It can be viewed via Twitch, YouTube, or Ubisoft.com. You can expect a pre-show to kick things off an hour ahead of the showcase. During this time, there will be a Brawlhalla matchup featuring Ubisoft News Team and Mammoth developers, as well as updates from the teams behind Roller Champions, For Honor, The Division 2, and Ghost Recon Breakpoint. The main show will focus on Watch Dogs Legion, Hyperscape? Yeah, okay. And Rainbow Six Siege, as well as an update for Immortal Phoenix Rising, formerly known as Gods and Monsters, and yet to be revealed surprises. Ubisoft's last Ubisoft Forward event took place in July, and during the presentation, the company announced Far Cry 6 and provided release dates for Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Watch Dogs Legion. So you guys got like something to look forward to. Like, you could totally watch it because it doesn't cut into podcast time because it starts at 3 p.m. Eastern. So unless it runs 4.5 hours, which I don't expect these things to do, you guys can totally go check that out. Again, you could, like Roller Champions, For Honor, Division 2, Watch Dogs Legion, Rainbow Six Siege, all that good stuff. So yeah, that another good publisher to watch what's coming up in the future. Maybe I'll talk about it. Maybe I won't. Who knows? It depends on what they actually tell us. So, moving on. Final Fantasy 16 has a placeholder account. It's appearing on Twitter. A placeholder account for Final Fantasy 16 recently surfaced on Twitter, implying that Square Enix could be looking at locking down a username for the next installment of the illustrious series of JRPGs. The account is currently locked, meaning that any tweets it posts will be hidden. The username is FF16JP, which follows the series' naming conventions on social media in some ways, but not all. For example, 15's Twitter username is FFXVEN, which uses Roman numerals and has no underscore. However, Final Fantasy XIV's account was FF_14_EN, meaning that the underscores aren't necessarily indicative of this being a fake. It's obviously worth noting that it still uses XIV as opposed to 14, and the FF16_JP account clearly uses 16 in its ordinary numeric form, but that doesn't totally discredit it. You can check out the screenshot of the Final Fantasy 16 placeholder Twitter account below. Earlier this year, a Fable placeholder account similarly appeared on Twitter and was quickly denounced as fake. However, it was confirmed that a new Fable game was being developed by Forza Studio Playground Games less than a month afterward. Speaking of Fable, it's possible that the newest entry to the series, which has no release date yet, could incorporate MMO-like elements, allowing players to partially benefit from a shared world without compromising the franchise's iconic single-player experiences. In related news, Final Fantasy XIV boss Naoki Yoshida recently confirmed that rumors of him directing Final Fantasy 16 are totally fake. I'm still going to continue being in charge of Final Fantasy 14 for many more years to come, as long as I don't die from sickness or accident, Yoshida said. So please ignore any non-official announcements. It's so bothersome. Meanwhile, the team behind Final Fantasy IX has stated that it would love to continue its story someday, but we could talk about that. So here's the thing, alright? It's been a while since, Final Fantasy 15.
There was no release. You're looking at 5 to 6 years.
So
15 was out.
So yeah, it's been since November 29th of 2016. Right?
I've yet to crack open my copy of Final Fantasy 15.
Final Fantasy 15 is almost 5 years old at this point. I understand that Square Enix right now has a lot of its time, and I mean a lot of its time, invested in Final Fantasy 14. And I frankly don't really blame them. For 14, of all the MMOs that I've played over the last 15 plus years, or however many years I've been playing MMOs, honestly, is one of the best that I've played. Not simply because I am a Final Fantasy fan. That sounds like bias, but it's really not. 14 is a very good MMO. It's super good. Mm-hmm. And it actually made me enjoy the job system. If you know me, I am a super huge fan against the job system. I'm currently playing Final Fantasy 3 and want to rip my fucking hair out. So take that with what you will. Okay. 14 is very good. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, but we're talking about the potential of Final Fantasy 16. November will be Final Fantasy 15's 5th birthday. Okay. Here's the thing that I want from Square. I really love the world of Final Fantasy 15. I love the characters. The characters had, in my opinion, some of the best interactions with one another in any Final Fantasy game ever. Okay. Except maybe for like Final Fantasy 6. Because 6 had a lot of really good character development. I mean, supremely good character development. So, I don't think any Final Fantasy has had as much good character development as 6 did. 13 had a lot of character development, but it was bad. So, there's two ways to look at that coin, you know?
Yeah.
So, but Final Fantasy 15 as a whole, as a game, was not good. It was extremely short. It was extremely linear.
Oh.
And the problem with it is that it goes from like a Red Dead Redemption or Assassin's Creed simulator to now we are going to literally bullet train you to the end of the game.
Oh, okay.
And
something to look forward to.
I don't understand why that was the way that they did it. So, Square Enix, don't repeat 15. I think that I loved the characters. I loved the environment. Yes, was it like a driving simulator as well? Yes, but you can skip a lot of it. So, you can go directly into missions a lot faster. But the way that they literally just floored it with the gas and just shot you to the end of the game, it was completely unnecessary. There could have been another 10 hours of world building, and they just chose not to. Yeah. And there are a lot of story things that just absolutely make no fucking sense. There are a lot of things that don't make sense. So, better story, is imperative. Please do not make it linear. Please do not make it linear. let us explore a little bit. Final Fantasy 15 does let you explore somewhat. But the problem with it is that if you explore for too long, you get punished for it. So it's like, why though? Why do you do this? I just want to go around for like a couple days and check out the world that I'm in. Nope, when it turns dark, get your dick kicked in. Like, but why? I want to look around. I want to check out this world. You gave me this big, giant, huge world to go around in, but punish me for looking at it.
You could get into it, I mean.
But it's like, I don't know.
If you're into dick kicks.
The dick kicks are not fun. Trust me. They're not fun at all. But, hey, Digi, how you doing, man? So, don't make it linear. Let us explore. Character building in 15 was fine. I enjoyed it. I very much enjoyed the banter between characters. Prompto is probably one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters ever. And there's that. So, I'm done talking Final Fantasy. Anyway. Am I done talking? I'm not done talking Final Fantasy. Not quite yet. But we'll get to that in a minute. We're going to move on from Final Fantasy 16. A new Monster Hunter game could be in development for the Nintendo Switch. A brand new Monster Hunter game what is that word there, Stefan?
Purportedly?
Purportedly? Is that actually a word?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Purportedly appears or is stated to be true, though not necessarily so, allegedly. See, here we go, guys. This was like the last time that we did a podcast, and there was that word that was in there that I had no fucking clue what it was. Purportedly, it's also a word. This is going to be a new podcast thing, where a word comes up, everybody else knows what it means, and Scott sucks at the English fucking language.
Learning with Scott Devin Kane.
Yeah, right.
A brand new Monster Hunter game is purportedly in development for Nintendo Switch. Oh god. According to recent statements from a Capcom insider. The news comes from a report published by VGC. According to said report, a Twitter user known as Duskgolem, who has reported on Capcom several times in the past, recently said that the studio is currently working on a new Monster Hunter title for Nintendo Switch. Oh, hey, what's up, John? How you doing, man? Good to see you coming to the podcast. Good to see you. Not going over the tweet. To elaborate on two things, Monster Hunter Switch is running on a Switch-compatible version of the RE engine, which is why I've been posting whenever I've been talking about it for the last few months. Thus, Golem wrote after noting that said Monster Hunter game is due to be revealed soon. Just going on to state that new Shenmue news is coming soon, and that Silent Hill is still in development. He also noted that Resident Evil 8 is in a pretty good place right now. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for Resident Evil 4. Despite the Monster Hunter news, Duskgolem revealed some less exciting details about the possibility for Resident Evil to come to the Switch. I will crush one dream with my RE engine on Switch Talk Hero. Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 aren't coming to Switch. They tried... Oh, excuse me. They tried to port Resident Evil 7 to Switch for a while one time, and had difficulty getting any satisfactory result. RE Engine's games for Switch will need to be made with Switch in mind. According to the VGC report, Capcom confirmed that Monster Hunter World would not be coming to Switch back in 2018, so the game purportedly in development right now is likely a new entry in the series. In related news, Capcom had a record Q1 performance this year despite poor Resident Evil 3 sales. Meanwhile, Resident Evil 7 recently became the series' top seller. So I guess this kind of makes some sense, where it's like, you know, Resident Evil just isn't going to work properly in every single iteration on the Switch. You know, there are some... I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be like this. I don't want to say this. But it's kind of like a lot of Resident Evil games are mostly all the same. just with the new coat of paint and new things to do. And I'm sorry if there's some Resident Evil fans out there that want to hate me for that, but like, Resident Evil is very, not that like the scenarios are all the same. You have the Resident Evil engine. Just the problem with Resident Evil is that like, if it, anyway, Monster Hunter.
I just picked up Monster Hunter World today, actually.
What's that?
I just picked up Monster Hunter World today.
Yeah, see? So, Monster Hunter Switch will be running on a Switch-compatible version of the RE engine. So that's, like, this is, like, it's weird. Where they're saying that Monster Hunter's going to run on the RE engine, but they're not able to take Resident Evil 7 to the Switch. So how are you able to make Monster Hunter in the RE engine, but not RE7? I don't know. But, yeah, new Monster Hunter game. I for all the people that I've ever seen playing Monster Hunter, I've absolutely never heard any bad things about any of the games. So obviously Capcom knows what they're doing with the formula. So it just makes sense to just, keep on making some more Monster Hunter games because people love them. And I don't blame them because they look like fun.
Yeah.
So once I get more news for you guys about this new Monster Hunter game coming for the Switch, I will definitely let you guys know.
Good.
So moving along, Turrican Anthology Collection has been announced for PS4 and the Switch. As promised during Gamescom opening night live, Strictly Limited Games and Factor 5 showed off a trailer for Turrican. Turrican is coming back in time for its 30th anniversary, and we're given a look at what to expect today during Gamescom opening night live. That was last Friday, so this is not the remake some were hoping for, more of a remaster and a collection of the classic games. Factor 5 is making 2 Turrican Anthology collections with 5 games each. They both come in the PS4 and Switch, priced at €35 each. Volume 1 includes Turrican, Turrican 2, Super Turrican Director's Cut, and Mega Turrican Score Attack. Volume 2 comes with Turrican 3, Mega Turrican Director's Cut, Super Turrican 2, and Super Turrican Score Attack. If you're looking to spend more, Strictly Limited is offering a Collector's Edition for €100 and an Ultra Collector's Edition for €200. All of that can be pre-ordered on the publisher's own store, but it doesn't look like all the games will be available digitally. Turrican Anthology Collection is expected to ship February or March of 2021, according to the various store pages. Whew!
I wonder if Mr. Scott is looking forward to Super Turrican.
Ooh. So, you guys like Metroid? Yeah, everybody says. Do you guys like Contra? Yeah, everybody says. They had a baby, and that baby's called Turrican. It's awesome. And if you've not played any of the Turrican games, I'm so sorry for you. And you will be able to redeem yourself next first quarter. It was basically, I think Turrican was an arcade game in the beginning, wasn't it?
I believe so, but I know Super Turrican for Super Nintendo, obviously, so.
Yeah. So yeah, if you like Metroid and you like Contra, there is absolutely no way that you would hate Turrican. There's no chance.
Although those collections look awesome, dude.
Ooh, yeah.
They're even getting the ones from the Amiga, too? I didn't even notice that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
They just look so cool.
Music.
And you get 20 figurine, which is a Super 4 Too Much Money edition. And you get, like, coasters that look like floppy disks.
Hey, never talk about another man's floppy disk.
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to. But anyway, yeah. If you've not played any of the games, go and do yourself a favor. Like, just go go try some of them.
Yeah.
I think one of the Turrican games might actually be available on like the Nintendo or not the Super Nintendo online thing for the Switch. Don't quote me on that. I think one of the Turrican games. I might be wrong on that, but just go take a look. The games are good. It's Contra and Metroid put together. I mean, god damn it, it's good. Alright. So, I normally don't go over things like this, because this is more of a review than it is an article. But, I desperately wanted to talk about this because of how many times I hyped this in the past. So we're going to talk about Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered. And we're going to talk about why it's a disaster.
Oh, it's the new Chrono Trigger, is it?
No.
Is it worse?
Oh wait, then like you talk about Chrono Cross or?
No, remember they remastered Chrono Trigger for like Steam or something, and like they used the port from the fucking mobile one that still had like the controller on the screen and shit. Oh, that was good. That was so good.
No, it's not like that.
Okay, it's not that bad. All right.
But we'll talk about it here in the article.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to half-baked online integration, one of Final Fantasy's greatest spin-offs doesn't get the revival it deserves. Final Fantasy series has a lot of spin-offs and sidebars for years, but Crystal Chronicles is surely one of the greatest. Developed as a triumphant and exclusive return to Nintendo after the messy divorce between Final Fantasy 6 and 7, it was something truly different, a multiplayer-focused action RPG with a weird, unique, and engaging mechanics. Everything about Crystal Chronicles stood apart. While Final Fantasy was on a trend toward realism, Crystal Chronicles featured a more simple, characterful art style. It built a world defined by race, crafted from classic RPG archetypes, and colored it with beautiful, internationally flavored musical score. The downfall of the game was its complexity. For the full experience, you'd need 4 Game Boy Advance machines and link cables to connect them to your GameCube. It got complicated and expensive, and Crystal Chronicles became something of a joke. Later releases took some of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles' unique ideas and put them into more accessible games on latter Nintendo hardware, but the original still holds a unique charm. So, I was excited when Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition was announced for Switch, PS4, and mobile. Crystal Chronicles is a natural candidate for a remaster. Its art style should upscale well, its ideas were arguably ahead of its time, and its cooperative, multi-screen nature makes it perfect for online. It hasn't worked out that way, however. Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition looks and feels great, moment to moment. The core of the game, as a cooperative action RPG with a large focus on battlefield positioning and party composition, holds up well. Its music is still a complete standout. It's a technically competent remaster that runs well. But all of this is for naught if the game is just as difficult, if not more difficult, to play in a group than on the GameCube. And you know what? It sort of is. For a start, local co-op doesn't exist in the game at all. This wouldn't be so bad, and is sort of understandable based on how the game is structured. So, okay, you say, I'll hop online. Then the true extent of this total cock-up becomes clear. Every player of Crystal Chronicle Remastered has a single save file that governs all of the characters they can create, up to 8 total. The save file is basically for your village and caravan. The characters simply reside there. As you progress, that's your cross-character save file. That's smart. But then you get to online. When you play a game online with others, only the host's world states progress. To give a brutal example, that means that if you play the whole of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered with one dedicated group of 4 players, you need to play each dungeon in the game 4 times in order for everyone to progress their world as well as their characters. Otherwise, it'll just be the host's world growing and changing, gaining access to new tools within their town for character progression, while the others only get items and equipment for their trouble. Mirror, the currency that moves the story in Crystal Chronicles forward, is only awarded to the host. Basically, The host gets both world and character progression, while the party members only get character progression. It's a mess. Other elements of the remaster design seem to conspire to make multiplayer even less smooth. In this version, you can't trade items with other players except for the most basic consumables. Unlike the original, multiplayer isn't possible inside the hub town, only dungeons, which makes certain town progression busy work more difficult. A cumbersome friend code system is used on all platforms. You accept this as a necessary concession to enable cross-platform multiplayer, but then you learn that these codes are region exclusive, meaning you can't play with anyone outside your own region. Even moving from dungeon to dungeon is a mess. You can't progress to the next dungeon upon completion of one. Instead, you have to disband a lobby at the completed dungeon, then form a new party for the next. Who designed this? Someone who has never seen an online cooperative video game before? An alien? Another opinion, of course, is to go it alone. But the whole point of the game is that Crystal Chronicles isn't built for that. It's not a traditional Final Fantasy. It's a huge shame. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is a great game, and it sprawled a fun little Final Fantasy sub-series that deserves to live and grow on. This remaster, in many ways, is competent and well done, until the moment comes where you have to group up with other players. Perhaps the most important thing for this game, good multiplayer functionality, is utterly botched. I want to be fair. There are bright spots in some parts of the execution here. Support for crossplay is always welcome. The free-to-play light version of the game, which lets a newcomer try the first 3 dungeons or join a friend with the full game for several more, is smart. But then for each bright spot, there's something ridiculous, like launch day skin microtransactions that are almost as expensive as the base game. Or new dungeons for this release that are, as it turns out, just reskins of existing dungeons with more difficult enemy encounters. I'd even accept these things if multiplayer was just a smooth experience, though. It just isn't. I honestly don't know what goes on at Square Enix. Time and time again, the company disrespects its incredible back catalog of industry-shaking classics with dire force. Sometimes the issue gets fixed, sometimes they don't. Look at the Raw. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition is yet another swinging miss in the category. Hopefully it's one that gets fixed. The game that is hidden beneath the disastrous online implementation, it's surely worth it. Alright, so that's basically a review. I'm going to talk about this. So, myself, Danny, and Fran all got copies of this game. You know, Danny hadn't played Crystal Chronicles before, so she downloaded the light version to play with us through the very beginning of it until she became acclimated with the game. And then she's like, yeah, I like this. I'm gonna pick it up. So, kudos to Square Enix on that. That idea, I think, is brilliant. If you're gonna do a multiplayer game like this, let some people try it out first before they go to commit to it and find out that it's a game that's just not for them. I think that's really, really, really smart. But like the article said, multiplayer is a fucking disaster. It's terrible. And the thing about, it's just the whole thing. One simple thing fixes this. And I mean one thing fixes everything. Is that when you finish the dungeon, every player gets mirrored. It's literally that fucking simple. And I don't understand why this method was implemented. It's the way that the original Crystal Chronicles worked. You finish the game with a party, everybody gets the mirror. You were part of the same caravan, obviously, so that's just besides the point. But the fact of the matter is that if you can't, even the whole not being able to trade system, that's a pain in the ass, and I understand that. But the whole, not being able to trade between players is on an unreal level of stupid. It makes no sense. why other players can't join your caravan, or not even join your caravan. The fact that they can't go into your town, so you could just be like, oh, you need something? Drop gold for me. Boop, I'll buy it for you. Cool, because I'm a merchant. That actually means something. But...
Or even be able to trade in the dungeon. If you can't go into the town, be able to trade stuff in the dungeon.
That.
I make a thing, I bring it to a dungeon for you.
The most basic of things can be traded. Like, the materia orbs and food. That's it. That's the only thing that can be traded.
See,
and
I'm glad I'm not playing this shit, because I'd be flipping out over this.
And who the hell cares? I mean, yes, you can trade the... Oh, by the way, definitely, we can trade the magic orbs.
Only if you have more than one in your inventory.
That. If you have more than one in your inventory. But, John says hi, by the way. I don't get this. Who... Like, I don't understand. Who in their right mind at Square Enix said, oh, well, this is perfect. You know, we're going to make it so that the only person who gets anything out of it is the person hosting the game. How does that make any sense? Why? What is the point of that? The whole being able to make your entire caravan on your own, which means that the necessity to have 4 specific people run only 4 specific trades is not necessary anymore, because you have a caravan, you can have every single trade in your own caravan. Great. So that means that the end game items are accessible without the need of multiplayer. But that's what made Crystal Chronicles a good game to start with, was because you needed multiplayer to get to the end game. It's like, it took the literal essence of what Crystal Chronicles was about and completely destroyed it with, honestly, okay, the online play is actually very good. It's very fast. There's very little lag. I mean, it's multiplayer. Of course there's going to be lag. You can't get away from that. But at its base, you barely notice it sometimes. So that's done well. Combat in-game is done well in multiplayer. So at its core, the game is very good. Okay? I would suggest it. I would still suggest picking it up. But Square Enix, you just need to fix that whole host is the only person who gets anything. That makes no sense. And the need to disband your party to go on to the next dungeon is absolutely senseless. It just doesn't make any sense. So, Fran, myself, and Danny, we had to literally, like, every time we wanted to get one drop of mirror, we'd have to make a party, finish it for me. Okay, now we disband, make a new party, finish it for Fran. Okay, disband, make a new party, finish it for Danny. Now we'll move on to the next thing. It's like, fucking why? It's just, I would suggest, for any of you who are considering picking up Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered, wait. Wait. I still suggest picking it up if you've not played the game before. The single-player experience isn't quite going to be the same as playing the game online with somebody. Because the multiplayer for the game is extremely good. I love it, and I would suggest it for all fans of Final Fantasy, or even just like, you know, fantasy adventure game players. It's a good game. The core of it all is that there are 2 things that need to be fixed. Make it so that all party members get near, and make it so that you can switch dungeons without having to go out and into lobbies that take like 10 seconds to load every single fucking time you go from one screen to another. The load time on multiplayer is absurd and not necessary. There isn't that much to be thought about. Host game now loading. Or no, it's not even that. Set out with friends, loading. Post game, loading. Choose your dungeon, loading. Choose your friends, loading. Like, what the fuck, man?
I choose you.
It's like to go from your caravan overworld to get set up for a game, it's like a full minute. And it's like completely not necessary. So, just for those of you who have not picked up the game yet, wait and check on some updates in the near future, because there's no possible way that this isn't like the host only getting the benefits. There cannot possibly be anything the other people who have any complaints about Final Fantasy are complaining about other than that, because it's the biggest flaw. Even the whole need to go out and disband and start a whole new thing, that would be made up if all of the party members got the mirror. Stop playing stuff. So, anyway, moving on. We've done all of the Final Fantasy. We've done all the Final Fantasy talk we're going to talk about. Yes, we've done all the Final Fantasy talk, and we're going to do about this. All right. Anyway, so Fall Guys, which has come out only a month ago, has sold 7 million units on Steam in its first month.
Yeah, I want to play this so bad.
The popularity of Fall Guys on Steam is rather impressive. Fall Guys is very popular with everyone playing, especially on Steam. Repeated, the first thing. It's the same author again. It's her every single time. I'm going to talk to you when I'm done, VG247. I'm going to let you know. Somebody's not making their 500-word quota, and they're doing this. I'm just trying that out for you guys. According to publisher Devolver Digital, the game has moved over 7 million units on Steam since its release in August. On Steam, the game saw 1.5 million jump within its first 24 hours of release, and by the end of the week, it had sold over 2 million copies on the service. If you've yet to play the game, it features both free-for-all and cooperative modes, separating its competitiveness into two distinct styles. The massively multiplayer party features up to 60 players online, where all struggle through round after round of escalating chaos until one victor remains. You can grab it now on PC and PS4. It's free on the latter as part of the PS Plus August bundle. It was announced earlier today that the game has become the most downloaded PlayStation Plus title ever. This
is basically MXC the game.
Devin, we gotta get this game, man.
I know. I've been wanting to play this for a while.
This game looks so much fun. If you guys have ever watched any of like those shows like Takeshi's Castle, or it was called
MXC.
MXC. It was called Most Extreme Elimination Challenge, but it was originally in Japan. It was called Takeshi's Castle. Wipeout. Have you ever seen that on like ABC or stuff like that? It's stuff like that, where you're trying to go through this course and there's obstacles and people and like all that sort of stuff. This game honestly most resembles like MXC, where you have like sometimes you have like a whole bunch of dudes all trying to like, you know.
This game is basically Minecraft mini games redone like this. They literally have spleef and stuff. Scott didn't play much Minecraft, so he doesn't know.
But yeah, I mean, this like. Sorry, I was figuring this. But yeah, this game looks extremely fun. I hate the fact that they released it for free on PS4, but not other places. I get it; it was part of like the PlayStation Plus August bundle. I get that, but it's like, remember, you don't have PlayStation, you don't have Prep. Like, come on, man. It's like, you know, a little discount or something. You know?
Did she's taking notes from the podcast?
Yeah, right. But you know, this game looks extremely fun. I don't know how much it is. I'll probably pick up a copy for myself at some point to play this because it looks like super fun. We'll probably end up like having like 3 or 4 of us all get it and all play it, and the OWG squad are going to be like total fuck ups and we'll never.
Oh yeah, you're going to get to hear me rage even worse than usual and just curse at everybody who's what a fucking team I got, boy. Everyone's trying to fucking kill me.
fucking Scott, man. I was doing a fine, and you got my fucking wing. God damn it, Scott. What the fuck?
Scott, fucking let me go.
I'm just trying to get you up here. Now we're both dead, you dumb shit. So, anyway, that's it for the news on VG 24/7. We're going to move over to our news from Destructoid.com. For those who are live on the podcast right now, I don't know if the folks who are going to watch the cast on YouTube or anything like that, but The Division is free to own on PC for a couple more days. So if you guys haven't played The Division yet, heard it's kind of good. 3 years after the release of The Division, the sequel came through town and cleaned up a lot of the grime that the original had left behind. The Classic Edition still exists, and through September 8th, you can grab it for free to keep directly from Ubisoft. All you have to do is head to register.ubisoft.com/thedivision/ENUS and grab it before September 8th at 4 a.m. local. You can get it for free on PC. The Mono Gaming era as well, doesn't it? If you're keeping up with the sales and giveaways in this content-heavy era, you probably have hundreds of games in your backlog that you haven't even looked at yet. Wait, I own 5 copies of every Sonic game ever released on PC? Yeah, you probably do. It's not a matter of should when it comes to the Division giveaway. Go ahead and get this freebie for a rainy day. It's a matter of when you'll play it.
You mean like everything else?
I'm gonna, like, once the podcast is done, I'm gonna go grab a copy of it because, you know, I had a couple friends who played the Division and they both, you know, said really good things about it. So, you know, as a certain Mr. Kane has always said, the best price for a game is value cost free. So go and get a free copy of The Division because it's value cost free until September 8th. And if you don't, it's because you don't like free things.
Feel the love and support indie developers.
Right? Anyway, so moving on. Katamari Damacy Reroll is finally coming to PS4 and Xbox One in November. Katamari Damacy Reroll might not have set the world on fire, but I love revisiting the original unhinged rolling action on the Nintendo Switch and PC. Can we get any more Katamari remasters? I hope so. In the meantime, but not at all that soon, a pair of console ports are on the table for Reroll. Bandai Namco is bringing the game to PS4 and Xbox One on November 19th, 2020 in Japan. This listing was spotted on Katamari Damacy Reroll's Japanese site, and it's hard to imagine we won't see a similar announcement in the West soon. Will I dip again for PS4 trophies? Most likely. Yeah, okay. So, you know, if you get, you know, PS4 and Xbox One, again, like, if you download this stuff before you get yourself, like, the PS5 and all that sort of stuff, it's going to carry over. So, why not just pick up some, you know, Katamari Damacy Reroll while you're at it? Because, you know, if you've not played any of the games, they're super fun.
Yeah, they are.
Like, you get to make these giant-ass balls, and your dad is God.
And he loves to thrust his crotch out in the open for you to look at regularly, which is so gross, man.
I wish he were wrong, but he's not. Like, yeah. It's...
Hey, son, check out my dick meat. No, I'm good, Dad. Please close your legs. Can you take out those tights? Pajamas or, like, sweats or something, dude? Come on, man.
Yeah.
No one wants to see that shit.
Like... Katamari Damacy at a whole, it's a strange game.
Oh yeah, but it's fun.
It's strange, but it's like that super fun kind of strange. You know what I'm saying? You know, you get to roll up like little dice and erasers. And
talking Mr. Sunshine.
And then you get bigger. And you start rolling, like houses and crap like people. You know, and also I will have to say that, like, Katamari Damacy has a really, like, all versions of it have had super good soundtracks. Like, it might not be for everyone, but I honestly think they're really good to listen to. That's just me. I don't think Stefan agrees with that because you start singing some Katamari Damacy stuff. So it's
delicious orange and cream soda brought to me by Jones's Soda.
I mean, I'm waiting till I can't wait.
Luke Wilson.
Anyway, moving on. I haven't been interested in Mortal Kombat 11 at all, but some things can change. Because the Mortal Kombat 11 Ash Williams rumor refuses. That's like Confucius not wanting something. I refuses. Ash Williams rumor Mortal Kombat 11. Following recent comments from voice actor Richard Epcar, Mortal Kombat 11 fans have been given new hope that the Evil Dead's wise-cracking hero Ash Williams will be joining the Gory Fighters roster at some point in the future. Epcar, who portrays both Thunder God Raiden and DC Comics Jokers, relit the rumor fire during an online Q&A session with fans held this past weekend. "Oh, that's right," stated Epcar when questioned. "Bruce Campbell will be in Mortal Kombat. He's going to be part of the new package." Ash Williams' cross-Mortal Kombat fervor began when online whispers said that Deadite Slayer was coming to MK11 within the first wave of DLC. This rumor was backed up when Ash was discovered in a data mine of the PC release, a data mine which would later correctly predict the rest of MK11's combat pack. If this wasn't enough, then the first teaser trailer for the combat pack included the sound of a buzzing chainsaw. However, things went awry in June of 2019 when Bruce Campbell himself stated that he was not going to be part of Mortal Kombat 11, a statement that fans refused to believe given the franchise's penchant for trolling players. Then, in a recent appearance on YouTube show Vic's Basement, Mortal Kombat co-creator Ed Boon remarked that he wished he could comment on the entire situation. Within the MK community, it was generally surmised that perhaps something had fallen through contractually and that Ash Williams was due to make his long-awaited MK debut, but the deal had broken down at the final hour. The sighing acceptance that the Ash Williams dream is over makes Epcar's new comment all the more puzzling, even frustrating for fans. What do I think? I'm 100% sure that Mortal Kombat 11 will be getting another run of DLC characters. I also believe, like others, that Ash Williams was to be included as part of the combat pack, but the deal had stumbled or had been delayed. Mortal Kombat is nothing if not dog, so I wouldn't be surprised if negotiations are still ongoing and we eventually see the time-hopping, head-chopping S-Smart employee make his debut in the future. While on the subject, I'm also convinced that Melina will show up in MK11 eventually. Don't at me. Mortal Kombat 11 is available now on PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. And remember, everybody, shop smart, shop S-Smart. I want this. Like, let me tell you, like Dead by Daylight for me, it was like, oh, this looks cool, you know what? I'm not a real big horror fan and all that good sort of stuff. It's like, all right, you know what? I'll give it a try. Let's check out the characters. Oh, Ash Williams is in this game? All right, guess I'm playing this now. I fucking love Ash Williams. I love Bruce Campbell. I love Bruce Campbell as a human being. I love everything he's in. I literally watched Burn Notice from beginning to end simply because he was in it. And Ash was, of course, my favorite character. But anyway, Bruce Campbell, man, how could you not want Ash Williams in Mortal Kombat? He fits. He absolutely fits Mortal Kombat, in my opinion, anyway. They've already got characters that use guns and chainsaws and all of that. So I don't know about chainsaws, but whatever. Like, he fits the mold for Mortal Kombat. And it's not like it would be really all that hard to be like, oh, he's got to do fatality. Well, I wonder if he's ever killed anything.
Yeah, but does he have actual real fighting ability as opposed to like, I don't know, he use a shotgun and push a zombie or creature away and he's already, I don't watch the Evil Dead stuff because I don't really care for it.
That they put RoboCop in Mortal Kombat 11?
Hey, listen, I didn't say anything about RoboCop either. So.
Of course they would make him, like, super good at fighting, because it's the fighting game, of course. You know, whether or not like the character, like RoboCop, clearly never moved the way that he does in Mortal Kombat 11. Of course, you know, they're going to like supersize him and make him like be able to do all this cool stuff and whatnot. But you know,
they're gonna supersize him.
They're gonna supersize him. It's gonna cost an extra $3, but you're gonna get extra fries and Coke.
Right, that's what you want to do. You want to go to McDonald's and ask him for like, you know, can I get RoboCop supersize, please? And I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, yep, supersize. Like, no, not that part. I'm like, what's wrong? Just ordering a RoboCop, dude. What's wrong with
you? I'll have number 1 with salted tomatoes and a RoboCop inside. Anyway. Moving along. So, you guys remember we talked about the what did we say? Eiyuden? I don't know. Eiyuden Chronicles. We talked about this, the Kickstarter, I think a couple weeks ago. Excuse me. Excuse me, sorry about that. I was holding back a speech. So we did, I'm almost certain we talked about the Eiyuden. There you go, Eiyuden Chronicles. I'm almost certain we did. Its crowdfunding closed at over $4.5 million. The curtain has fallen over the crowdfunding campaign for the retro-infused RPG Eiyuden Chronicle. From a $500,000 target, developer Rabbit and Bear Studio successfully secured over $4.5 million in capital from just over 45,000 backers.
Jesus.
Let's do some math here.
It's $100 per person.
Why do I have to log in to use a calculator?
$4.5 million, Scott. 45,000 backers. Carry a couple zeros, dude. $100 person. Come on, man. You're supposed to be the math guy here, not me. What the fuck, man?
I looked at the 500,000 and I was like, what's that? Yes, it's about $100 per person.
That's crazy still.
That actually alone, that's nuts. That means that the average donation for this game is $100? Like, Jesus. This incredible figure registers as the 3rd highest final total for a video game in Kickstarter history, behind... What?
What?
Oh, wow. I'm reading the next... Sorry, I had a little bit of dyslexic moment, and I started reading the second line with the first line attached to it, and I'm like, what? Sorry. Okay, let me restart that again. Okay, this incredible figure registers at the 3rd largest final total for a video game in Kickstarter history, behind Izanagi's game's Bloodstained Ritual of the Night at $5.5 million, and EastNet's Shenmue 3 at $6.3 million. Backers have smashed through a slew of stretch goals, securing extra maps and fortresses, voice acting, multiple language support, extra characters, minigames, and other fun features for the base adventure. In addition, passing the 4.5 million mark has secured a standalone companion game, which in this case will be a town-building management sim created with Natsume Attari. The companion title is expected to launch well in advance of Eiyuden Chronicle, and will not only star some of the main characters' tasks, but will give players the opportunity to get a head start on crafting items and armor ahead of Eiyuden Chronicle's launch, tentatively set for 2022. Eiyuden Chronicle is a 2.5D RPG to be hailed as a heartfelt homage to the long-dormant but beloved Suikoden series. Boasting a mammoth cast of over 100 characters, Eiyuden Chronicles will see players exploring the troubled kingdom of Alaran, recruiting friends and allies while traipsing the land, gallivanting the local community. Gallivanting? What? Galvanizing? Good lord. My eyes are... Galvanizing? What did I even say? Galvanizing? That's not even a word. And engaging in turn-based battles with armies of enemies. Several key members of the Suikoden team are involved in the Eiyuden Chronicles production, including artist Junko Kawano and Suikoden creator Yoshitaka Murayama. Eiyuden Chronicle is penciled for launch on PS4, PS5, PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and Nintendo's next generation console in October of 2022. So that's like, what? Nintendo's next generation console? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Did they know something we don't? No idea. Anyway, so yeah, we did go over this on our Kickstarters, I think, like 2 weeks ago. Maybe it was 3 weeks ago or something like that, or whatever it was. But we did gloss over this game. And at some point we did, absolutely. And congratulations on them to becoming like the third largest video game Kickstarter of all time. Again, you know, for everything that we saw with it, it looks great. You know, it definitely has that sweet coding feel to it. So we'll let you guys know if anything comes in the future. You know, again, it's slated for 2022, so we've got some time to wait for it. But
a little bit.
You know, good on them for doing as well as they did, especially the like an average of $100 per backer. Ugh. Good lord. Anyway, so moving along. So for those of you who still play Heroes of the Storm, Brawl is being removed and ARAM is now going to be an official mode. Once again, huge changes are coming to very much a live series of Heroes of the Storm. Amid rework for Diva and Gazlo, the game is also eliminating Heroes Brawl and risky case replacing with ARAM, all random, all middle. In case you forgot, Heroes of the Storm included Brawl several years ago. While it was decently received at first, it never really stuck, as Blizzard seemingly ran out of resources to support it. Over time, it stopped producing new Brawls and just recycled old ones. ARAM, on the other hand, has been thriving. Up until this month, it hasn't been an official mode, so folks have either been waiting for it to be randomly arrive in that week's Brawl, or play it unofficially via private games using Discord servers to meet up. Now all you have to do is click a mode and go, just like several other high-profile MOBAs.
What? Oh.
The game itself is also getting a huge mechanical shake-up with the Nexus Anomalies Gladiator Medallion, taken from classic WoW item nomenclature. Oof.
What the fuck is this?
What?
Oh my god! What is this? Bill and Ted? Oh my god, I gotta go look up some of that music from the NES. Because anyone who's like a guitar player, if you can play this song right now on a guitar, you're fucked. Oh my god! Yeah, it's no. Don't mind me. It's if you can turn on the podcast like on Twitch for a second just to listen to it, it's fucked.
I normally don't have it, you know, because I don't want to hear myself. But
yeah.
What the hell?
Oh my god!
That's from Bill and Ted?
Apparently, I've definitely got to, like, bring this up to one of my guitar player friends and be like, here, have fun, bye.
Okay, so I'm gonna, like, just, like, skim over this here.
Yeah.
Heroes of the Storm is getting ARAM. This is long since overdue because nobody gave a fuck about Brawl. Because after you played your 3 games, it was like, alright, we don't need to play this anymore. There's no point. Now with ARAM, they're going to have, every character is going to start with the Gladiator's Medallion, which activates to grant Unstoppable for 1 second with a 300-second cooldown. Deathwing and Gaul do not start with it, obviously. And all 3 of the Lost Vikings gain effect of the medallion when it's activated. So you don't have to try to, like, individually target one of the Lost Vikings to give it the medallion. When you use it, all 3 of them get it. So that's smart. Also, the things to notice about it is that ARAM games will contribute to daily quest and special event quest progress. So that's important. So for other MOBAs like League of Legends, let's use an example because obviously this is where this all started. League of Legends doesn't really give you daily quest rewards through ARAM. It's just a fun thing that you play off to the side. The fact that, this new build in Heroes of the Storm is going to allow you to play ARAMs to get your dailies done, smart move. Very smart move. I like that. They're offering, like, when this stuff comes out, you're going to get a whole bunch of new bundles, a whole bunch of returning bundles, new skins, all that sort of stuff. So, new mounts, new content, Storm League, all that good stuff. I'm not going to come out with the ARAM patch, so for those of you who still play Heroes of the Storm, I play every once in a great while. I've kind of gone back to League of Legends, but, whatever. So, ladies and gentlemen, normally this is where Scott's section of the podcast drops off. However, back a little while ago, you said something about, maybe Scott's going to have this little section where it's like, you know what? Scott's going to get to nerd out every once in a while. Well, guess what? We're doing that right now because we're talking Magic the Gathering for a little while. And Wizards has released what some of the newest sets are going to be coming for the rest of this year, or not the rest of this year, but for the rest of the entirety of 2021. And there's some exciting things coming. Magic the Gathering is showing no signs of stopping anytime soon, and we're about to zoom headfirst and get into another set. But before we all crack open Zendikar Rising boosters together, Wizards of the Coast has announced a ton of new sets, basically filling their entire schedule through 2021. First up, Zendikar is scheduled to be released on September 17th in Arena, with a September 25th release in tabletop form. The physical delay of previous sets like Euphoria seems to be over. Wizards has revealed new art for the set today, which includes Jace, Nahiri, and Nissa Planeswalker cards. The kicker and landfall keywords are also in, as are double-faced cards and the party mechanic. Beyond that, a lot more is coming to Magic. Call Time, which is going to be a Viking and Norse-based set, will enter the arena, as well as Strixhaven, which is going to be the most elite Magic University in the multiverse in spring of 2021. And the one thing that has me more excited than anything else is that instead of getting core set or M2020 instead of getting base set M22, we are getting a new base set called Dungeons and Dragons Adventure in the Forgotten Realms. There is going to be a Dungeons and Dragons themed Magic set.
And that's for summer 2021.
Also, to be released during the year, Time Spiral Remastered and Modern Horizons 2 are also teased, as well as a new secret layer drop, including one that's an exciting collaboration with AMC's hit show The Walking Dead.
Also, I'm pretty sure Scott might have left out that Innistrad, across two name sets, this is the World of Vampires and Werewolves, fan favorite, will also be released in fall of 2021.
Yeah, I'm still confused. Like, I don't know if those are going to be actual sets, that Innistrad Werewolves and Innistrad Vampires. They haven't been real clear about if those are going to be just like base sets or not. If they're going to be like dual decks or anthology decks or anything like that. They haven't been real clear about that. So, but apparently they are going to be two sets, and for what I'm to understand, they're supposed to be standard legal, I guess. But like, oh my god, there's going to be a Dungeons and Dragons Magic set that's going to be legal. They're going to be actual freaking cards. I basically crap myself when I saw this. I went over to my Final Fantasy trading card game Discord and plopped the title into it. I'm like, yo, there's a D&D based Magic set coming out. So for anybody who like actually enjoys playing Magic, so they said that we're going to be getting fetches in Zendikar Rising. Problem with it is that they're only coming in like box toppers or in 2 per box of the VIP boosters, which is like it's so dumb. And the problem with this is that they are purposely going to be able to boost the price of VIP boosters because you have the opportunity to get 2 of these expeditions. So here's the thing. For like the VIP booster boxes, there's going to be like 2 fetches, or no, I'm sorry, let me rewind that. 2 expeditions per box. And they might not even be fetches. They could be like some of the other really crappy dual lands and nobody gives a fuck about, you know. So yeah, just Wizards, man. You said, you know, we understand that we need fetch lands for the game to continue to thrive in non-standard play, and we're not going to put them in a standard base set. Yeah, we get it. This isn't the way to do it. It's another kick in the dick for Magic players who are like, oh, well, now that these are going to be box toppers, oh, they're going to be more expensive than the old ones. So how is this accessible? Like, you guys don't understand what the word accessible means, do you? Accessible, like, Stefan, do you know what the word accessible means?
I do, but I'm not sure if you do, because we're teaching you new words every week, so...
I need an education, Stefan. I don't think I know what the word accessible means. What does accessible mean?
Accessible means that it's available for you to... I guess have or use at any point in time whenever you deem fit.
Does that mean accessible means that it's going to be something that's easy to get?
Yeah, it should be.
I learned something new today. Apparently, Wizards doesn't fucking understand this. They don't understand what the word accessible means either. Because clearly, making it as a box topper or a 2 of expedition in VIP packs is their definition of accessible. You get 1 chance at a fetch for every box. You get 2 chances for fetches out of every fucking heinously overpriced VIP box. And they might not even be fucking fetches. They might be some other fucking lands, like the Battle Bond dual lands. Or fucking man lands.
Manscaping.
So, Wizards of the Coast, Stefan, the old world gamer, is very good at the English language, and he can teach you what the word accessible means. So why don't you come on down to the podcast and have a little English language.
Oh, cool! I can work for Blizzard now? Shit, alright. Or not Blizzard, fucking Wizards, Coastly Wizards, guys, not Blizzard. Jesus, I'm jumping shit really fast.
So you should come on down, and we'll teach you how to use the English language properly. And next week's word, it's going to be accessible. Cool. Moving on with life. Anyway, but outside of the complaint about Wizards not understanding what accessible means, there's going to be a goddamn Dungeons and Dragons Magic set. Oh, Planeswalkers, guys. Like Elminster might be a fucking Planeswalker. Drizzt Warden might be a fucking Planeswalker. My head explode. Could you imagine a legendary creature? Oh, this motherfucker's a 16/16 for like 12, but it's the Tarrasque. Or this, oh man, I pulled a mythic. What is it? Cool, it's a Beholder.
Oh, okay, that one I know.
Oh, can you imagine what that's going to be like? Yes, yes. And the cool thing is that it's going to be in the same standard rotation as Zendikar Rising, which has the party mechanic. Party are creatures that are wizards, rogues, mages, or wizard, rogue, warrior, or cleric. So, yeah, think that might work for a Dungeons and Dragons set using the party mechanic? Sounds good to me. Okay. I am done. That is it for SDK's news for the week. I'm gonna hyperventilate over fucking magic cards because they're D&D based, but they're not coming out for another year. I've had a lot of time to talk about this. So, we're done for this week. I will now pass the torch over to my teammate, my co-host, the one, the only, Stefan, the overall gamer.
Yeah, I interrupted Scott because I can.
Indeed you did. You did interrupt Scott several times there. It was greatness. He didn't understand. He wasn't bad. It's okay. Thank you for that resub there, Mr. Game Hunter.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for that resub very much. So, you know, it's about that time, isn't it, Stefan? Is it roughly about that time?
Yeah.
It's about that time for a segue. But you know what? You know what segues are, Stefan? Segues
are for old people in Florida who don't want to walk and they just want to just...
Segues are for fat mall cops. Who needs them? It's time for the best of Steam.
Yeah. That was a fast segue. Shit. Alright, so, yeah, we actually have games. We have everything this week. This is good stuff. We're starting out with a game called HAAK. HAAK. That's it, Scott. It's easy to spell. You know how to do it. It's a Metroidvania-inspired action platformer allowing you to explore the apocalyptic wasteland. During the process of exploration, you need to develop your skills, fight with the mysterious organization entrenched in the world, solve various mysteries, and embrace the world's ultimate secret. Coming out September 16th, so we're just like 2 weeks away. This is an action platformer, atmospheric, post-apocalyptic game. Let's watch that first trailer. Oh, this is going to my wish list. I already know what it's going to be. So, we're good. Did you? Uh-oh. Oh. Oh! Big map! Oh. Okay, like that kind of stuff. Having to hang off a ledge to, like, get low enough to jump? That's pretty cool. Whoa!
Jesus Christ.
Whoa! Man, alright. Or Hadouken, whatever you wish to prefer to call it. Yeah, this does not look easy either. My wall. Wow. I'm sorry, dude. I like spending people's money.
That right there gives me the vibes of like Dead Cells meets Metroid Fusion.
Yeah,
and that's a good thing. Dead Cells is pretty good, and Metroid Fusion is, in my opinion, the best Metroid game ever made. So,
yeah, no, this is quite nice. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
2 weeks, we're gonna have some awesome games, more awesome games to play. So,
wish list for sure.
All right, our next game we have is called Chained Echoes. We're gonna be waiting a while for this, but there is a demo that you can download to play. Take up your sword, channel your magic, or board your mech. Chained Echoes is a 16-bit SNES-style RPG set in the fantasy world where dragons are as common as piloted mechanical suits. That sounds pretty awesome. Likes the sounds of that. Indie RPG pixel graphics turn-based. Let's watch that trailer. Matthias Linda. Why does his name sound familiar? Deck 13 is publisher.
Matthias? It's the only games with him as a developer.
Love the way it looks already. Yeah, love the way this looks. Oh, this could be good, dude. Oh, shit!
What the fuck?
Yeah, the shish kebab thing. But oh, this is Stardew Valley. Cool. This looks amazing so far.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Lord Zed.
Yeah.
Okay, so these mechs are crazy. Oh, dude. Upgrading your airship, too?
Ooh.
Oh!
Hey, did you see Ultros?
Oh, my God. Wait, what? Was it? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This big octopus. I was like, hey, look, it's Ultros.
Yeah, glad I put this on my wish list right away.
Yeah, looks really good.
I don't really go for a lot of these old style RPG ones because usually the story doesn't look good, the gameplay doesn't look good, even some of the like art and style doesn't look the greatest because it looks like it's all just pre-done with, you know, RPG Maker, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But this looks very, very good for what it is. Like, and I also like this whole thing. Like we were looking at another game before where they have like everybody in the very corner, like on a piece of land, and then like whatever you're battling, there's like they actually use the environment a bit more and just give you a little bit more like depth and environment.
Wasn't that that game that was the Kickstarter one that we just
I think
about?
So, yeah.
I think that was that Eiyuden Chronicles.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I'm liking that a lot. I'm really liking that style, just because, like I said, it just lets you feel like you're in more of a epic game then. Like, oh, I'm not fighting just a big octopus, I'm fighting a big ass octopus that has its own fucking cave, and you know, I'm on this little tiny sliver of island trying to fight it, you know.
And it seems like it has a combat system like a la Final Fantasy X, where you can see exactly what the turn order is so that you can like plan ahead. Like, I've always liked Final Fantasy X's fighting, like its combat system, where you can tell exactly who's going to go when, so that you can, like, you know, brain meet and figure out how to, like, who to kill.
Final Fantasy Tactics actually had that as well.
Yeah, so this looks really, really good. Definitely is on the wish list for sure.
We will be waiting for Q4 2021.
Yeah.
So a little more than a year, but by the looks of it, well worth the wait. So next we have ANNO Mutationem. Scott might enjoy this one because it looks like the...
Sorry, hit me with that again. I just got a call. So
the name of the game? ANNO?
Yeah.
Mutationem. We have a female protagonist. This is an action-adventure game with RPG elements set in the cyberpunk world, featuring a unique mix of pixelated 2D and 3D graphic styles with a rich and dark and bizarre plot. RPG action adventure pixel graphics action. It's still to be discussed or determined or whatever they wish to use that as, but I'm looking forward to watching that first trailer, so let's watch it. Similar to games I played, Cloudpunk. Oh, don't you dare. And if you give me Ocean to go on too, like, you're fooling. It just already looks good, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, it does.
Oh, and I already like the soundtrack too. Oh, it's almost kind of like Mirror's Edge.
Yeah.
With the 2D stuff. That was nice. Wait. Fishing in which one, did you? Don't go teasing me, dude.
The RPG.
Yeah. Not surprised. Give me another reason to want to play it, yeah. Okay. Whoa. Whoa!
Ooh.
Yeah, the stall looks amazing.
Yeah, it does. Yep.
Oh, and then the next trailer starts and it's like more pixely goodness. Yeah, I love this. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this other trailer because this looks really good too. Like it's really helping to build a lot more of, you know, the games, like where you're coming from, and whoa, waifu, whoa, Jesus.
What?
Okay, now we're seeing some like big ass enemies, like bosses and stuff. It looks like, so that was kind of nice.
Shantae, move out of the way. Oh my goodness.
Mark of the Ninja. That sounds very familiar, actually. Let's just go and look at that. Oh, I can spell. Mark of the Ninja Remastered. I think we... October 9th, 2018. No, we might have missed this.
Mark of the Ninja? No, I don't think we did.
Alright, let's watch. You know what? Someone
Take a
just
look.
came in here and tossed this game up, so let's watch the trailer.
Absolutely.
It's $22.79. Came out, like I said, October 9th, 2018, so it's been out a couple years, but... Oh. Actually, this does look very familiar. We might have talked about it, not during the Best of Steam, but maybe during another part of the podcast, like it might have been news when it first was released, maybe?
This looks awesome. I don't remember this at all.
Because usually we add it to our wish list and we see the games that we like. Now, when they're outside of the Best of Steam, it's harder because we're not usually looking at them on Steam, so...
Yeah.
Thank you for the follow, OS Full Metal.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to add this to my wish list. Oh, okay. Oh, loving the kills, though.
What the fuck? Whoa! Yo, environmental kills and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Yo, the hashtag fart cloud kill? Hell yeah, man.
On the Switch version, nice. Also, how's it going, McKay?
This looks awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you mentioned this, dude. This is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, that was nice. That's a very good addition to the Best of Steam this week.
Yeah, nice.
And he is dead.
Very nice, very nice.
What up, Gene?
Hey, what's up, Gene?
Alright, now, next we have a game called Blade Assault. Another one that's to be announced. Blade Assault is a 2D action roguelite platformer with beautiful pixel art set in a desolate sci-fi world. Oh, God, it's going to be deadly. Fight against the corrupt military of Esperanza as part of the resistance force of the Undercity. Bring the corrupt bring the corrupt to justice by becoming stronger and fighting alongside your trusty comrades. From the few screenshots I've seen out there, it looks bright and beautiful. Let's watch the trailer.
Oh, from NeoWiz. Okay. Uh, 6:30 we usually start.
Thank you for the follow, Mirage Leonardo.
Yeah, this is from NeoWiz. These are the same guys that make DJ Max. So
the music is fucking bumping, dude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. It's not over yet. We have another minute of this, so I'm I'm looking forward to it already.
Yeah, definitely would suggest like anything from NeoWiz because they're pretty good at putting out like, you know, quality games. You know.
Yeah, no, DJ, this looks nice.
DJ Max. Yeah, looks pretty good. Also, they are remember we did Skull the Hero Slayer?
Yep.
Same company.
Oh, nice.
So they're pretty good. They're pretty good at putting out like quality games.
Oh, the trailer's not over though. Oh shit! What is this? Oh, what is that? Is that Stargate? Is that a mech? Oh shit! That's a fucking like a mech or something.
That's you done fucked up, son. You woke up something you shouldn't have. You pressed the mech button. You shouldn't have did that.
So yeah, more good games so far this week. Jesus. Yeah. All right, I have one last game for Best of Steam this week.
Alrighty.
It is called Abyss: The Forgotten Past. Play as Leonor, who sets out on a journey to discover everything about his past and his world. Things are not always what they seem. Learn special abilities, battle monsters, and encounter celestial beings as you explore this beautifully crafted pixel world. Coming soon. Most of the games we look at are always coming soon.
Alright.
It's something for you to look forward to. Don't want to spend all your money right away. Shit.
just most of it.
Just most. Alright, let's go to the trailer.
Sea-Dog, they sound one way and Sea-Dog, they both sound familiar.
You're not thinking about the Pokemon, are you? Music? 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 Music! Okay. I know it's coming soon. Man, okay, this game looks pretty good so far. Please get a good composer. Unless you're a good composer yourself, in which by
yeah,
all means, put up another trailer soon so we can have a look. Because this looks decent.
Yeah, it does.
And now I really want a good soundtrack to go with it.
Yeah, it's really weird to not have any music in your...
It kind of is, yeah, but, I mean, again, if it's a work in progress, I don't blame them. Maybe they weren't, focusing on that right away, so I can understand that.
Mirage, we actually, West of Dead, we did go over in a previous podcast.
Yeah, we did as well. Anodyne, yeah, Anodyne looks is supposed to be a good game as well, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna add it to my wish list. I really, really hope you guys get like a really nice composer for this because it looks decent. So, all games added to wish list, well worth it.
Mm-hmm. All
right, so I'm gonna move into my news from IndieRetroNews.com, starting there first. Ooh, alright, Kyd Cadet, The Iberk's Plea, a 2014 ZX Spectrum game, has been ported over to the Amstrad CBC. So let's have a watch. Let's turn this down, because I know I have that juiced. Did I do something to break my... No, what is up with games not having any sound? Am I dumb?
Yeah, it definitely didn't have any, the last one didn't have any sound on mine either.
Okay. Third in the Kyd Cadet series, takes our young hero into new territory. No more nice guy. Kyd is now fully trained and ready for action. The game features all new sprites, blocks, tiles, and objects, a new loading screen, all event scripts modified, 5 new screens added, and all of this developed by HAAK, based around the original Specky version from Paul Jenkinson and Jonathan Caldwell, who created the MPAGD. So yeah, this is a homebrew, obviously, but it doesn't look bad.
Yeah, actually.
Although the Amstrad does run pretty fast compared to the ZX Spectrum anyways, but ooh, I like where the bullets explode on the opposite side of the screen.
Like the particle effects and stuff.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Really nice.
Oh, that's all the enemies explode like that. That's really cool. Something I do find weird is the transparency of the background in like the platforms through your character.
Yeah. So that's kind of weird.
It's almost like there's a block, like a solid black block around your character.
Around the character, yeah.
That's very strange. Or at least on the front half, maybe? I don't know. It's so trippy.
It's weird. Maybe it's some sort of weird like hit detection box or something like that.
Could be, yeah. Maybe they just didn't make it transparent after they had used it for what they were doing. And again, if it hasn't been released yet, perhaps they're still going to fix that so it does have some kind of transparency to it.
It looks pretty good.
Indeed.
So far, so good.
All right. Next game we have is called Sabotuer SiO. Long-awaited follow-up by Clive Townsend is now on Steam. Oh, come on, guys! Okay. When you do this, I'm just gonna go to Steam and hope that there's gonna be a trailer. Nice. All right, so official sequel to the classic retro games Sabotuer and Sabotuer 2: Avenging Angel travel the world in this original ninja mission, created and developed by the original author Clive Townsend. Action-adventure RPG, indie casual ninja, and this looks old school as hell, but funny. I would have way too much fun playing this, I think. Oh, those are definitely guys from Michael Jackson Moonwalker right there. I don't care what anyone has to say. Ooh, it's a bit of a hefty price on an old-looking game like that. $12.49. It's a little steep, I think. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah, man.
Anyways. Oh, our next game is called Vaporum Lockdown. Prequel to an award-winning steampunk dungeon crawler, releases September 15th. Alright, so while many of us are still waiting to play the upcoming C64 version of Eye the Beholder, there's one PC dungeon crawler you might be interested in playing, and that's the upcoming steampunk crawler of Vaporum Lockdown. And I know a lot of people in our community actually enjoy that series. This game, which we have mentioned before, is a prequel to an award-winning game of Vaporum by Fatbot Games, a new grid-based crawler that is set to release as of September 15th. Alright, let's give this a watch. As noted by the Steam page, Vaporum Lockdown follows the story of Lisa Teller, a scientist who is a part of a mysterious research project in the middle of the ocean. Following disastrous events, she struggles to survive and escape the tower of Arx Vaporum. You will encounter nasty enemies with unique strengths and attack patterns. To beat them, you'll have to employ a broad array of weapons, gadgets, upgrades, and smart tactics, with the game featuring the ability to stop time, puzzles, objectives, exploration, loot, and much, much more. This is, of course, available on Steam, which we will go to the Steam page in just a moment after the trailer plays. Yeah, this is your old school dungeon crawler too, like a 3D type. This is still my bad, everybody.
It's kind of cool to see like old school games and like a new school art,
and
graphics and stuff like that. This actually looks really cool.
Alright, so we're going to the Steam page there. Yeah, Fatbot Games. Planned release, still 15th of September, so that's good. Similar to games, Legend of Grimrock. So if you played any of those games, very similar. Alright, next we have Planet Balls. Save your balls in this new C64 game by AGPX.
Like, really?
Hey, this is a puzzle arcade game in which you must save peaceful balls that once lived under the guidance of their king from the evil dark cube that has made them all prisoners. Save the balls, save the king ball, and restore peace to this rather strange land. Jesus.
Yeah, well, yeah, rather strange land, you don't say. We're in a land where everybody's balls.
Alright, so think of this game as a poor man's Lemmings, but with balls. No screams, no bloody traps. As basically just as in Lemmings, you must get your balls around a level into a doorway. Move the rocks to help them, don't allow them to fall, and save as many as you can for a high score at the end of every level. So let's get into the playing with our balls. Come on, guys. I want to see ball play. Oh, man. No one plays with their balls like these guys do.
There's nothing quite like a short and spirited, breathtaking,
smooth. Oh, they're all gonna die. I knew it! This is kind of like strange, but I like it at the same time.
There you go. Take the black. Put in the hole. What's the matter with you?
Do it. Come on, Saberman. I know it's you, isn't it? Yeah, I know it's Saberman. No, you can just, yeah. Just put it on right there, dude. Yeah.
Black. There you go. Hit the button.
Oh, there must be like something that's stopping him from placing it there. Oh, there you go. There you go. He's got it now. He knows.
Right. There you go.
Yeah, perfect. I wanted to see him get this one just because you got to now. Okay, remove that block. Let's see this go.
That's perfect.
Come on, Saberman. You can do this, buddy.
There you go.
Watch that. They screw him over by jumping right over. Oh, no. Okay.
Seven, go save up balls. Oh, look at that. Oh, God.
Saberman, you know how to play with balls. Like, no, wait, that's...
Good night, everybody.
Alright, next game we have here is called Gold Rush, a sequel to Keystone Capers, coming to Atari 2600 and the C64. Woo!
Oh, yeah?
Alright, so what makes this news special isn't just the fact that this is the sequel to the great Atari 2600 game Keystone Capers, but the Atari 2600 version is being developed by Dan Kitchen, and the C64 version is being developed by Antonio Savona and the team, the same team who are also behind the C64 versions of Fix-It Felix Jr. and Chopper Command. Let's give this a while. Oh, not much to see, no sound either apparently. Although not much is known about the different gaming versions and when they are likely to be released. What we do know is that this is the sequel to Keystone Capers and puts you in control of Keystone Kelly on a trip to the Far West after retiring, dealing with Harry Hooligan's shenanigans. Basically retiring from the tediousness of catching Harry over and over again while he dodged shopping carts, chased bouncing beach balls, jumped over cathedral radios, and ducked under flying toy airplanes. And this looks like it's just basically a, hey, look, it's a train. That's all we're going to show you.
Right.
I'm not going to lie, that's a little disappointing. But it's a scrolling test, so I can understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool. Anyone who grew up playing the Atari, especially Keystone Capers, you're probably going to look forward to this because it was a fun game. And that looked very much like the original, to be honest with you, like the way that the graphics were and stuff. They didn't change too much of it, so that's really nice. Oh, next we have Cuphead Game & Watch, a gaming tribute to the classic Game & Watch handhelds. I thought this was very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, let's see where we can start here. There's Cuphead, a fan tribute to the 2017 hit game Cuphead, but instead of designed in a Game & Watch style. Playable online, designed by Simon Delavine, Atomium, and Helio the leaderboard. According to the creators, Cuphead Game & Watch is a fan tribute to one of their favorite video games while appealing to Game & Watch lovers. Basically, they wanted to mix these universes together and do their best to achieve a good result. That's pretty much it. So head on over to the link below and check it out. So yeah, you can just play this directly in your browser, so that's kind of cool.
Neat.
But I could easily see Cuphead becoming a Game & Watch like this just because, well, like,
It's Cuphead,
everyone wants this kind of stuff. Why not?
right?
So that's pretty cool. Next we have Dragon Soul, a new C64 game from 1941 and HAAK creator The Reaper UK. The Reaper UK has...
So damn, it came from 1941? That's an old game.
It's an old game. The Reaper UK has been busy creating games lately, making games such as 1941 and a half, 1942 and a half, Dome-based 64 Alien Edition, F1 Dodge, Keiko's Adventure Hardcore, and Metal Blob Bill. Well, now he's back with another game, this time teamed with Andrew Fisher, as today he has announced the release of Dragon Soul, a new C64, the C64 Maxi and C64 Mini shoot-'em-up, featuring a dragon, lots of enemies, and collectible power-ups.
Okay.
I love the old school like Commodore 64 music too, man. Like the chip tunes, fucking amazing. Alright, so Dragon Soul is a one-player arcade shoot-'em-up in which you must fly your dragon over the lands of Kaf, wiping out all the enemies you come across, while also collecting mighty power-ups such as weapons, extra lives, and bonus points. Just watch out for the vines, though, as they are so deadly you'll likely lose a life. So load up and enjoy, as this game was created with the shoot-'em-up construction kit by Sensible Software and using a modified SEUCK enhancement framework code. Original framework code by Richard Bayless of TND and music by Andrew Fisher, Merman. Music is... I love the music. Love it. Very chiptune. I'm a big fan of Andrew Fisher right now. So it looks like your standard scrolling shoot 'em up, top to, or bottom to top or top to bottom, whatever you want to call it.
Very familiar to an NES game that I played on Dragon Spirit.
Dragon
That's
Spirit,
what
yeah.
It's very familiar.
Alright, moving on. We're... Oh, Scott. Reshoot Proxima 3. Amiga Blaster from Reshoot RR creator gets a Gamescom 2020 trailer. We don't need to talk about this anymore because we've went over Reshoot Proxima 3 a lot in its development. It is a very, very well done shoot 'em up. I think it's the Amiga that it's for. So yeah, it's basically it plays like an arcade shooter, and it's going to be awesome. So let's watch the trailer. Stop teasing me. You're making me wait almost 20 seconds. Oh, here we go. I'll turn it up a little bit. Okay. Oof.
Yep.
How you feeling about it so far, Scott?
Yep.
Oh wow, they actually have voice acting for the little parts that just came up right in. That was kind of cool. Yeah, see, that makes it feel even more arcade-like then.
Yeah.
Yeah, this does not look easy either with all those huge like obstacles in the way all the time. Escalation. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's
Oh
impossible
Jesus!
to-
Oh Jesus!
It's just boss incoming.
Huh?
No,
All right. So Scott, how do you feel?
Alright, I dig it.
We're gonna have to get Scott an Amiga emulator and some Reshoot Proxima.
Yeah.
That's what we should do when we have slow weeks where we don't have as much news. Maybe we should just both pull out a game from like the ZX Spectrum or Amiga or Amstrad or something. Just play it through emulator and
Right.
just kind of do a quick review or something. Yeah, so that looks good. And the last thing that we have here from IndieRetroNews.com, another shoot 'em up for Scott. Iridium, a rather cool inspiration of Iridium, gets a Windows release. So, a long time ago, Houston consultants made great games for old retro computers such as the fantastic Iridium, Paradroid, Cybernoid, Exelon, Nebulous, and many more were just some of the games they released that many of us have played and enjoyed. I played Cybernoid on the NES. That was a pretty good and very different type of game as well, because it was almost like a shoot 'em up, but puzzle shoot 'em up.
Yeah.
With some,
Kind of.
I wouldn't call it a Metroidvania, but like you kind of sometimes you would have to go back and forth through some places, depending on like what power ups you had, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. So, but if you love playing Iridium and want to play a game that's inspired by that classic but blasting its way to modern systems, then you might be interested in playing Iridium, an eagerly awaited retro-inspired shooter that was released just this week by Nebula Design. Iridium doesn't take its inspiration from games such as Iridium, Xenon 2, ooh, that's loud, Xenon 2, Mega Blast, and Gradius, but adds in a ton of kick-ass features such as multiple layers of parallax, 24 levels split over 6 sectors, 7 graphical themes, 3 main player weapons, each with differing power levels, rockets and missiles, external weaponry systems, weaponry shops, progress saves, an epic original music score by Akira, and much, much more. The main game itself is $16.
Awesome.
Yeah. Figured you'd enjoy this.
Hell yeah, man. Looks great.
Yeah. The weapon stalls are real nice too. It looks like I guess you have to charge them up different ways.
Maybe.
Yeah, this looks actually really good. Using those really nice, like, popping, like, bright colors in order to make the retro stuff look more modern. I love that shit. Alright. Next, I have some news from Destructoid. Starting with Super Punch Patrol, a brawler from the creator of Gunman Clive, and it hit Switch this month. Last month, we brought you news that Gunman Clive creator Bertil Horberg, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, sir, was working on a new solo project through the COVID-19 pandemic. While it wasn't officially announced, gameplay snippets posted to Twitter over the past few months kept the game fresh in the back of my mind. In August, Horberg was prepping to submit the game to NOA lot check. Things have gone swimmingly, as today the indie dev finally revealed that the brawler is what this brawler is and when we'll be able to play it. Super Punch Patrol. Apparently, sounds like a long lost title from the SNES Genesis era. Oh, we were looking at this before, I think. Remember, it was all hand drawn.
Mm-hmm. We definitely looked at this.
So we'll have another look at the trailer right now. The game is set to launch in North America September 17th for $4.99.
Oh, really?
And I love that the good, like, your characters are blue and all the enemies are red. That makes it still minimalistic with like your quote unquote black and white kind of feel, but still giving you a little bit of color just to be able to differentiate between you and the other people, and very easily be able to do that too. It's not like you're gonna run over and be like, I'm gonna kill this guy, and you're like, oh shit, wait, that's you. No wonder I'm not hitting you. Oh shit! You see that little spin kick you think she did? Classic arcade beat 'em up action. What is this, Ninja Turtles? Look at this. That's Ninja Turtles. You just threw a fucking manhole cover. Get out of here, man.
My toe.
Right? Super Punch Patrol. Jesus. Looking good. And yeah, as you know, we're both big fans of the beat 'em up genre.
Oh yeah.
We didn't talk about Streets of Rage 4 enough, right? So next up, Grime is a surreal creature-absorbing action RPG. Coming to Steam 2021 and other platforms later. Ooh, gotta see this. I'm scared. Go try to touch me. I don't like.
I don't like it. No, I don't. I don't want you to touch me with your whirly butthole of doom. Whatever that was.
Okay. Is this like an action platformer? Oh, that guy was angry. Yes, it is. Okay. What? Whoa! This is definitely Souls-like. Oh, apparently this is Metroidvania Souls-like. I'm just like, alright.
So
that sounds good. So for the live music, everybody. My bad. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And this is why like these Souls-like games are so awesome. Because then people can literally like be as like crazy and like horrific and like bend your imagination however you want, because everything's supposed to be twisted and stuff. So I like that shit a lot, yeah. Wish list now. Alright.
Pretty cool.
Oh, so yeah, we've seen a lot of Souls-like Metroidvania games, but it's not every day that a game leans in both directions and still stands out in the crowd with an unmistakable look. Grime is getting there. It's aiming for a 2021 release on Steam, courtesy of Cloverbyte and publisher Akupara Games. Apart from the surreal world with weeping caves, face-covered deserts, and nasty living weapons, I'm most intrigued by the way you gain skills in Grime. You can absorb enemies and use their traits against them. That goes for bosses too. The big lugs can teach you combat and traversal abilities. According to Akupara, other platformers will be announced later, so there's hope for console players. I don't think I've ever played a game with a centipede whip before.
Right?
That's true. I forgot all about that. I wasn't even paying attention to that part of the game, actually. It was just watching the character move around and the environments and the other enemies themselves. Like, didn't even. The only thing I really noticed is when dude was throwing the big boulders and he absorbed them and threw them back, which I thought was super cool. No, again, I just forgot about that you actually absorb enemies as well. So that's really cool, very unique, and looks fucking amazing. Whew. All right, so when Rocket League goes free to play, you won't need PlayStation Plus or Switch Online to play it. Oh, Scott's opening another bottle of his Jones over.
Yeah, I ran out of my first Jones's soda. But good for me. I got a second. I got Fufu Berry.
I haven't tried that one yet, fucker. I'm going to sip on this warm. Warm. Alright. Oh, but you will need an Xbox Live account? Free to play is in such a weird spot. Given that there are practically no regulations on it, free could actually mean we get your progress if you don't gamble on Gacha party members. But some games actually are indeed free to play and are completely supported by cosmetic purchases. When Rocket League goes free to play very soon, it's coming with a few more perks. It will not require Switch Online or PlayStation Plus memberships to play. Announced by the way of Rocket League's official blog in a very quick and nonchalant line, PlayStation Plus on PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch Online will no longer be required for online play on those platforms. That's good news. Unfortunately, Xbox Live is not mentioned here, as Microsoft is still fairly stringent on how it enforces membership requirements even for free-to-play games. The blog goes over some new advancements for the next build, including the merging of Rocket IDs and the Epic Games Friends list, new quick chats, another bot difficulty. It will be under rookie, as now is the time to cater to new player experience. Jesus, that was hard to read for a second. A new tutorial, a revamp of competitive rankings, and streamlined seasons. As when this will arrive, Cytronics is mum on giving people an actual date. Actually, we were already told that was supposed to be earlier, and it didn't actually happen, so... Smart. They know that when a date is given, everyone will expect it to arrive on that exact time, hell or high water. Mid-September is a vague target they're going with for now for the update, with the launch of free-to-play following shortly after. So just wanted to give you guys a quick update on that. I know myself, Steve, Digi, Game Hunter, a lot of us actually have Rocket League. I think it's only me and Steve who play it more regularly than everybody else. So. Oh, Super Mario 3D World on Switch will host 2 Amiibo when it arrives in 2021. I know what you're thinking, all these Nintendo announcements this morning and no Amiibo. Well, maybe that was my reaction. It turns out, though, that Nintendo heard my pleas after all. In a post-direct tweet, Nintendo of America confirmed that, yes, there will be 2 new Amiibo figures coming in 2021 alongside of Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. The exact name of the toys are Cat Mario and Cat Peach, who are sporting the memorable new cat suits from the 3D World entry. Astoundingly, there have been 4 new Amiibos released in 2020. Dark Samus, Richter, with Joker/Hero coming up in October. So this comes as a bit of a surprise, and as always, you can check out the full running list of all the Amiibo announced thus far here on the page I've been maintaining since 2014. I probably need that. I'm just going to go to it now, and I'm going to just bookmark that. Thank you. Yeah, I'm done. Yep, thank you.
Yeah,
I have a lot of the Amiibos, but I know there's a lot I'm also missing. Also, the way that these look, if they have any bit of fluff to them at all, like the Yoshi's Woolly World ones were all like knitted Yoshis, if these are furry too, I'm going to want them. It's bad enough I still want the fucking gold Mega Man, which that's gonna... I don't even want to talk about it. But yeah, more Amiibos! More things that I need to fucking buy. I don't know where this money's coming from. I don't know. Like, I'm never going to be able to catch up on stuff.
My Hero Amiibo is on pre-order over at GameStop. I'm just waiting for it to come out. There's Dragon Quest.
I can't remember the last time I bought a physical gaming thing recently.
Right?
New games, bills, new games, bills. Next up from Destructoid, Sega Astro City Mini reveals full lineup of arcade classics. Sega Toys, which is a thing, has revealed the full and final lineup of 36 titles preloaded into its cutesy cabinet, the Sega Astro City Mini, which will launch in Japan on December 17th. Joining the previously revealed list of games, which includes classics Shinobi, eSWAT, Bonanza Bros, Columns, Wonder Boy, and Golden Axe, are 13 newly announced titles, including Scrolling Brawlers, Arabian Fight, and My Hero, Encino Man's favorite racer Radmobile, and the iconic shmups Space Harrier and Thunder Force AC. Oh god, look at so full list of titles included are Alex Kidd and the Lost Stars, Arabian Fight, Flicky, My Hero, Puyo Puyo Su, Quartet 2, Rad Mobile, Scramble Spirits, Sega Ninja, Sonic Boom, Space Harrier, Stack Columns, Thunder Force AC, Bonanza Bros, Columns, Cotton, Crackdown, Cyber Police, eSWAT, Puyo Puyo, Puzzle and Action, Ishidan ARM, Gain Ground, Shadow Dancer, Shinobi, Wonder Boy Monsterland, Wonder Boy 3 Monster Lair, Alien Syndrome, Alien Storm, Altered Beast, Columns 2, Dark Edge, Fantasy Zone, Golden Axe, Revenge of Death Adder, Puzzle and Action, Tant R, and Virtua Fighter. Again, I literally just said this. Where the fuck am I getting money for all this stuff? What, like, why? Like, it's so hard. And then on top of it, like, you have some money and you're all like, what should I buy? Should I get this arcade? Maybe I should get this. Oh, they're releasing another mini console. Oh, there's another thing over here. Special edition, limited edition, collector's edition. It's like, where am I getting this money? Seriously.
by the time you make a decision, oh, never mind.
Right, and then on top of it, while you're trying to make this money from working and stuff, when do you get to play this shit?
I know, right?
Oh, it's so... I'm telling you, I've said this so many times in our Discord. We need to slow down the Earth so we get more time the run of a day to be able to do shit. Just make it 30 hours. 6 extra hours. That's 6 extra hours to game. At least then I have some time to game. Oh.
Right. We'll just... Everybody run in the same direction. We're going to slow down the rotation of the Earth so we can have 30 or 26-hour days. There won't be any negative repercussions on the planet at all.
No, there wouldn't.
It'll be fine.
The funny thing is, I don't know about you, Scott, but I've never heard of this little mini arcade system until right now.
Me either.
So I'm very surprised that this missed us until now, but I'm glad that we still got to see it. Because it doesn't look like it's incredibly huge, which is fine, but it still looks like it'd be fun. And because it's small and like tabletop-ish, that means it's probably something, going for a road trip? Alright, bring this thing with me. Right? Alright, next up. The Magnificent Modder turned a Wii into a Game Boy.
Oh, I saw this.
I know. I've seen this a couple places online. I was like, are you serious?
This looks awesome.
Alright, so a lot of people here likely have fond memories of their Wii, but older generations recall some of Nintendo's bygone systems like the fantastic and time-tested Game Boy Color. This mod from creator Ginger of Mods marries both worlds into one impressive system. They call it the Wii Boy Color. The front of the system is a 480p screen with inputs Frankenstein from DS Lite buttons and Switch joysticks. Ginger of Mod hacks the system to allow GameCube controls to mirror Wii remote controls, which can also simulate waggling. The back has a fan intake and Z buttons, with a headphone jack on the side and a USB-C port on top for charging and data transfer. Ginger of Mods can simply add games via USB when they want. It'll run for 2 or 3 hours, but you can also hook up a portable charging bank to keep it going longer. Plus, they can plug the portable directly into a Wii to play on a bigger screen, Switch style.
Huh.
That's pretty cool. This is one of the most impressive hardware mods I've seen in recent years. I like the commitment to the form factor of the Game Boy Color the most. It looks incredibly sleek. Ginger Mod says that you can reach out to them via their Instagram or Twitter account if you want to buy it, but it'll cost you a premium. I'm not sure what that means, but as you can see by the handheld, it doesn't look terrible.
No,
at all.
Pretty good.
Now we're going to look at... Oh, it's a 5-minute trailer. Oh.
It's got Wii Sports on it.
This is the Wii
I'm
Boy
gonna
Color.
whip my Wii Boy Color around to play Wii tennis.
Designed to fit the form factor of a Game Boy Color as closely as possible.
Okay, this is awesome.
Despite its small size,
Right?
it's a fully fleshed out device with a full feature set.
Oh boy.
Not just a novelty. This
Steve comes in right at the very end for this.
Right?
Cut down to the bare minimum.
Oh, this is
in order
so
for it to fit in
cool.
this case.
Handheld Mario Party.
Oh my god, man.
The vast libraries of games. Wii games obviously run perfectly.
This
And
looks
since
so
the Wii is
cool.
backwards compatible with GameCube games, this portal functions as a fantastic...
Yo, handheld Wind Waker.
So then, at the same time, not only can you play Wii games, as he's explaining there in the video, not only can you play Wii games, but you can play GameCube games.
Making the portable Wii this small is possible because the Wii mother...
So basically, a portable Wii and GameCube.
...are required to restore full functionality.
You telling me
By
that I
hacking
can
the
have
software
F-Zero
ability to remove
GX
the
on a
need for the disk
handheld?
drive, a board this small becomes very possible. The rest of the parts of the board are sourced from a variety of locations. The screen is meant to be used...
So this podcast should be titled something along the lines of, I wish
All of these
I had
components are
money.
combined with custom circuit
Where the
boards
fuck is this
designed
money
to
coming from for
create a
this thing?
complex assembly
For everything, Scott! Just like, oh.
Wait.
On the front of the system...
So much stuff. You know what? No, I don't even want to see it. Yeah, I know, Metroid. Stop. I'm done. Alright.
Oh, no, we're done. No.
Okay. So the last thing we have from Destructoid. Super Bomberman R Online is the series' bizarre yet fun take in the Battle Royale genre. We did cover this before. We're covering it again. We live in wild wild times when even Tetris and Bomberman are joining in on the Battle Royale craze. While Konami naturally doesn't enter the arena as gracefully as Erica did with the former Super Bomberman R Online, with the former Super Bomberman R Online is a weird, crazy game that I'm going to enjoy diving into occasionally. So what is this thing with the online moniker tacked on? Well, it's kind of like Super Bomberman R, the polarizing series of revival released in 2017 on Switch and 2018 on PC, PS4, and Xbox One, but quite literally an online-centric battle royale take on it. It also has elements of hero shooter and a live service battle pass-like approach. I told you, it's weird. Players still have the ability to plant bombs and blow stuff up, but now the map is actually a series of interconnected giant maps with 64 people spanning the whole labyrinth. After a timer pops, you have the opportunity to shift around to another grid called the movement phase and either try and hide or take on other players while the game corrals you out of unsafe zones, similar to the purple ring in Fortnite. That's basically the game. You start off in a traditional Bomberman arena, then periodically you can trek around a world map until there's one person left. It's a ton of fun, actually. Not only do you need to keep track of the map you're on at any given time to survive, but you also need to scope out the best players in a bid to avoid them and take everyone else out first. Now here's where the game starts to get weird. Characters have special abilities, just like Overwatch or another hero shooter. Konami Character Factory cameos return like Castlevania's Alucard, who can trigger a mist power to go through bombs or blasts, or Simon Belmont, who can whip bombs or players to him, or Naked Snake, who can stealth for a period of time. All these powers aren't necessarily balanced and are governed by a cooldown timer. Characters also sport different stats and types with a focus on bomb strength, speed, or several other factors. The Battle Pass is the other bizarre part of the design by committee aspect of the game. After playing matches, you'll unlock new gear, like the picnic outfit above, an early pass reward. Other cosmetics include emotes, background music, a Silent Hill track is the first one to pop, player icons, and hats. Like most Battle Passes, it can be ignored. But it's there, and the intention is to have you grind for rewards that mostly just aren't worth it. Super Bomberman R Online is out today as a first on Stadia release. The game is free with Stadia Pro, as is the premium pack until November 30th, which grants you 14 characters and the ability to create private matches. After that, the premium pack will run you $10. I have a feeling the reception for it is going to be all over the place. I just hope it survives long enough for me to pop in and blow off some steam every once in a while, because 64-person queues could get fairly lengthy if it doesn't.
So what you're telling me right now
is that me and Scott meshed into one game so that we can play together.
Is that I can play Bomberman with Castlevania characters?
Yep. Yeah, dude. I told you, but now you have a reason to play Bomberman stuff with me, Scott. I just need to get a copy of fucking. I've just got to get money. I got to start learning how to poop money. It's cool. It's fun. We'll just both learn how to poop money, and we'll both be okay, right? Money poopers.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it for our news. That's it for our news this week. Oh God, it's so nice. We're gonna move on to our Twitter feed, starting with for Mr. Scott there, Samus from the Metroid series by Pixel Toast at Pixel_Toast.
Mm.
Yeah. And it's a good Samus picture. Look at that.
Yeah, it's not like a super I'm Samus, check out my boobs, blah, blah, blah. No, actually, no, it's a very well-made Samus. I like it.
Exactly. And we've covered Pixel Toast before. They do some great stuff. Let's just go over to their page real quick. Oh, August. Oh God, August fan art sprite compilation. And of course, it's doing this thing where it doesn't want me to watch anything again. Sometimes. There's Kula Diamond from the King of Fighter series. Yeah. So, Pixel Toast does some good stuff. Again, most of the times we cover mostly indie devs and pixel artists on the Twitter feed. Gotta get the pixel artists in there somehow, man.
Cool is she's such a cool character because like instead of having like a walking animation, she just puts like ice skates on her, like because she can like materialize ice and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of like having a walking animation, she like materializes ice on her feet and skates around. It's like she's such a cool character.
Need to play more of everything. Fuck. Anyways, go follow Pixel Toast. Won't be disappointed. Up next, we have Kun Pie at Kun, KUNE_OWO. Alright, so this person is very new to Twitter. An artist, as you can see. And they do quite well. Good artist things. Have I not followed her yet? Boom, new follower. Here I am, completely new to the Twitter world. Hi. ArtPH, ArtShare, Nobody, Artist Club, Artists on Twitter. And let's go check out her page, see what else she's posted so far. She is literally brand new, like brand spanking new. Has only 18 followers. But
go follow, folks.
Yeah, go follow. Let's bump this person up real fast. They'll be all like, "Oh wow, these people." Let them know that, you know, Retro Indie Pixels podcast sent you over there too.
Yeah, right.
So, gonna be looking forward to seeing more of Coon Pies or Cooney Pie. I don't want to. They'll probably tell me that I'm saying it wrong. It's okay. I understand. Next, we have Cal Scutthorpe. Scoothorpe. Wow, I'm an idiot. Alright, C64 game concept. Friday the 13th mashed up with Spy vs. Spy. One player trying to escape before the other player hunts them down and kills them. Work in progress, Commodore 64, pixel art. I actually like the sound of that.
That's a pretty cool concept. I like that.
It really is.
Of like there being like a killer, and so like people were like running away, and you know people trying to like escape before somebody kills them.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, he is a design guy, font spotter, a Petsky fanatic, currently obsessed with making Petsky bots. Oh, that's what these are, I guess. My bio ballooned into just another list again, didn't it? Maybe. We're going to look at, see some more stuff that he's done. Oh. Get equipped with normal flying. What the fuck is that?
It's like a Mega Man thing. You got normal flying. Well, like not like a Mega Man thing, like Mega Man 4, whichever one did like the you got actual ability to fly.
Wait, is he really doing that too? Further down, I found on September 1st, he says, work in progress, C64, Smash TV.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. Alright. So, looking forward to more stuff from Cal. Dude, put that shit out. I'm pretty sure Retro Indie News follows him as well. And if they don't, I'll be making sure to get his shit because I'm very much looking forward to that. Friday the 13th Spy vs. Spy game and Smash TV on the C64. Alright, I'm cool with that. Next, we have RSVP ASAP at RSVP ASAP 1. I've been so enchanted with adorable pixel art desktops lately, so I thought I'd make one too. So, aseprite, was it Pokemon animation? I actually kind of like this. No, I don't have the animation there because for whatever reason, if I load up these tweets beforehand, they're GIFs. It just does not want to show me what they're doing. I don't know why. Don't ask. Making games, making art, making dinner. Ah, I like this person. Oh, I'm following now. Boom.
Yeah, they're making dinner.
Yep. Pin tweet. Oh. Oh, look at these. Oh! Is that... It is! Oh! Look at this Animal Crossing one, dude.
Oh, shit.
I love it. That is fucking amazing. Just Tom Nook, KK Slider, and Isabel just all chilling out on a small island with an RV. Oh, must be nice having an island with oranges, you jerks. Fuck your peaches. Also, good night, Liz. Have yourself a good evening. I'll probably see you again tomorrow. And I'll probably message you later. Alright, next, and our last thing that we have here is Pixel Licker, at Pixel Licker. So, pixel art, indie dev, indie game, made with Fusion. Pixel Licker has, I wish we could see this one actually, because I'm very much, oh, here we go. Good, we can actually see it now. Look at this. Tell me that doesn't look good for, like... That looks really damn good. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like 2D, 3D, 3D, 2D.
Alright. Has some, like, La Mulan vibes to it.
So, yeah. Definitely worth following Pixel Licker. Game Maker, Slain 1 and 2, Treasure Buster, I guess other games. Artist and Pixel Gourmand, currently lurking on Twitter and prototyping in the wake of Slayin' 2's release. We should probably go and check that out sometime. Alright, now the last thing that we usually do on the podcast is we're going to be doing some Kickstarters. I have 3 this week. It was actually hard to find some. Thankfully, one of them was brought to my attention on Twitter. So, first thing we're going to look at here is... it popped... This one popped up right away. That's good. First one we have here is called Evertried, an isometric turn-based roguelite. They are looking for $6,559. They have more than doubled that right now at $13,235. 19 days to go. Let's watch. Fallen warrior, search for the afterlife. Looks beautiful. Very Final Fantasy Tactics like, but not in regards to gameplay, just the look. I love it. Whoa. Whoa! Okay, I see why they call this roguelite now. This is crazy, because it's all like one screen, and it just brings you to new levels as you progress.
Right?
Oh, here's a shop or something of some sort. And you get different skills, different builds that you can do. You can level up skills.
Oh, this is neat.
Yeah, music's really good as well.
These sort of games really aren't like usually my bag, but this looks awesome.
And this entire trailer so far has been nothing but gameplay. Whoa! Wiped.
Neat.
Yeah. So that looks real good. So there is a demo as well that you can play. So this is a tactical roguelite where you try to ascend through floors of a mysterious tower by defeating all enemies in turn-based combat. Each floor represents a unique challenge to be dealt with, your wit, strategy, and clever positioning. In 3 points, Evertried is a free-flowing turn-based game where everything moves after you do. A procedure-generated roguelite with a unique experience on each run. A strategy game where you can create your own build to suit your playstyle. Nice. So let's see what how much all this is. Digital copy of Evertried is $19 Canadian. I'm thinking that's around 15 American. Or 1,500 yen, which is not bad either. It's weird that it's in yen. Very weird that it's in yen. Alright, 2 copies of the game, digital soundtrack and wallpaper. Exclusive signed digital artwork. That's not bad. Digital art book. Special thanks to credits. Ultimate guide. Name and Towerpedia entry. Store items lore. Becoming an NPC. Oh, you become an NPC in the tower. That's actually kind of cool. Oh, 9 out of 10. So 10 people can actually be put into this game as NPCs. That's really nice. Custom warrior sprite for the protagonist. And All Gone, the early bird special at $15 for a copy. 253 backers. Damn. But it looks like it's going to be released March 2021, so that's less than half a year away. Well, no, that's about a half a year away. So that is not too bad at all.
Yeah.
Lots of good stretch goals. Let's see, extra modifiers, special floors, extra hazards. They keep going. Additional boss, Avslati, the Creeping Darkness, localization, additional language options, hard mode for seasoned warriors, extra skills, console ports, and it looks like they might even have more depending on how far they go. Alright, so I like the look of the game. I don't think they have too many outrageous support tiers and rewards or anything.
Right.
And it looks like it's actually very well done, especially for a Brazilian team. Like everything, like all the English is perfect and everything. Like these guys put a lot of time and effort into their Kickstarter, which good for them. Because some people just get lazy and don't give a crap sometimes. And
yeah,
the game looks nice and your Kickstarter itself is nice. You're not going overboard with everything. I love it. Good stuff. Alright, the next game we have here, I didn't really look at too much, but it's an Explorer. I'll just refresh it now and I'll do the same thing over here. The game is called The Kind Chamomile, Wholesome Exploration, Random Acts of Kindness and the Joy of Discovery. Explore with Chamomile, a kind mouse on her way to her grandmother's 100th birthday. They only have 5 days to go. This was funded in 36 hours. They were looking for $4,200. They're at $14,431. So, doing well. Hey, from Montreal, Canada. So, yeah, let's watch the trailer. Why not? Or not.
It isn't a Kickstarter. If we can't get at least one movie not to work.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Oh! What? What? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm all about exploration too, so this is like right up my alley just because I'm a nerd. Whales jumping out of water, a shipwreck? What are you doing to me with this game? Whoa, wait, you can just run and jump off of anything, just start gliding? That is deadly. Yeah, I like this. A lot.
Oh my god, it's a walrus with a pipe.
What?
You know there was a walrus with a pipe.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, alright. So what'd you think of it?
It looks nice. It's not a game that I would play. Not nothing against the game creators. Again, remember that
Scott wants difficult.
We explained in another podcast that not every game is our cup of tea. This isn't like my cup of tea sort of game, but it does visually look very nice. So,
but I like it.
Feel like it would be like you're a lot more into like exploration sort of games and that sort of stuff. But it's not really my thing. But I can say aesthetically it looks beautiful. So.
Oh God, yes. Kind of reminds me a lot of the Wind Waker style, actually. Mm-hmm. Very cartoony, but like not overboard with detail.
Right.
But still enough to be able to know what everything is. So, The Kind Chamomile is a wholesome adventure game about random acts of kindness and the joy of discovery. As Chamomile the Kind Mouse collects goodies by helping those in need and fill your gift basket for Grandma Rosie's 100th birthday. Relax into this beautiful open-world exploration, currently being developed for PC Windows, and with your help, The Kind Chamomile can be released on Nintendo Switch. Scope for the full game is roughly 5 hours of gameplay, but I hope to expand this. Play the free Chamomile's Playground demo on Steam and itch. Now, I would really hope that, maybe it's just like if you wanted to, like, quote-unquote, speed run it, or, like, play through it quickly, it should be 5 hours. But I would imagine if you're someone who explores and, like, I'm going to jump off this hill and go this way. Oh, wait, what was that? I'm going to go back up there and jump off again. And, like, it's probably going to take you a little more than 5. But, if that's including all the exploration, then, that's a little disappointing. So, but, hey, you've made more than enough money from your Kickstarter, so you should be able to expand on it a bit. And you know what? Make it so that maybe just put it in an expansion or DLC, a free DLC that comes out later.
Seems fair.
Let's see. Regular backup digital thank you postcard, name and credits. Yeah, I can tell that this is going to be a terrible amount of reward system shit that's in this, because they already have approximately $11 US, €9, 8 GB, $15 Canadian. So, $15, $11 US is how much a copy of the game is going to be. God, now I got to try and sort through all this shit. Digital wallpaper set. Oh, my bad. Thank you postcard. Name on wall of kind-hearteds. Chamomile raincoat set. Message on the island's monument. Alpha demo and private Discord channel. Super backer Discord role. Okay. A book title. Beta demo and private Discord channel. See, like, look at all these. There's too many rewards, dude. I'm not going through all your rewards because you have way too many. Yeah. And everything is like you're adding like one thing that's not super mentionable. Like, oh, okay, well now I get a different Discord title, and like it's like, okay, that's not that big a deal. That's not worth mentioning as an extra reward. At least not in my mind. So. That's the one thing I think that we've complained about the most on Kickstarter is people who go way too overboard with their rewards tiers.
Yeah,
I'm fine with all the information. Like, there's a shit ton of information that they're including here for like just the game. That's fine, especially if someone who's going to like, if someone is going to come in here and play this game, and are looking forward to kickstarting it and stuff, then they're going to want to look at all this extra stuff that you have here. But like, here's a rehash of all the rewards again. Like, that's not needed. You already have a list of all your rewards. Get that out of there.
Like for a game that really only, what did they want? Like $4,000 American?
Yeah.
That's a lot of reward tiers for a game that's only looking for 4K. So just chill out, guys.
Yeah. But other than that, the game looks fun. I want to play it. I'm looking forward to it. So, only 5 more days. Already backed. Can't go wrong. And our last Kickstarter for this week. This is the one I think that was mentioned to me on Twitter. Gladiator Guild Manager, Epic Battle Simulator. A battle sim about managing your own gladiator guild in an epic fantasy world. 7 days to go, only a week left. They're looking for 26,134. They're at 27,812. So they've made their Kickstarter since we were looking at this earlier, or since I opened it. Let's watch the trailer. Now, this is not my type of game, to be honest with you. I'm not about arena-type games.
Yeah. It's a strategy thing, so I'm terrible at strategy type games. So.
And the way I look at it is that if someone's going to go out of their way to let it be known on Twitter, I'm probably going to check it out and see what I can do to help these people as well. Yeah, it's 100% arena game. It's literally, you're in a quote-unquote circle. Oh, and there's different sides as well, but yeah, that's different. Oh, whoa, now it's getting intense. Jesus.
I don't...
Yeah, definitely not my kind of game to play. Anyone out there who's into arena brawler type things like this and like strategy games would probably enjoy this. Maybe I'm not sure.
I hate calling things out, but you gotta call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is very much like Team Fight Tactics.
Mm-hmm.
And even when you were you had a whole bunch of dudes and you were putting it on, even the 2 of 2 thing showed up on the battlefield. It's like, alright, man, just be careful, right? It's a hell of a company. Just saying.
Okay, now it doesn't look like they have a ton of rewards here, so that's good.
But that's good.
Early access copy of the game, $15 US, 20 Canadian. That's not bad. Name the credits. Early Bird Berserker. See, what is this? Soundtracks and wallpapers. Beta copy of the game. Hunter. 2 copies of the game. Name and super backer list. 4 copies of the game. Name and super backer list. Name a gladiator. Oh, name a gladiator was one of the other reward tiers there. Name/logo at our Hall of Fame page. Early Bird Pyromancer. 6 copies of the game. What? Custom skin for a gladiator? I'm sorry. Giving extra copies of your game is not really a great tier reward, in my opinion. And not only that, but Early Bird Pyromancer, 500 or more. Regular Pyromancer, what, $350 is the difference? What? I'm sorry. Yeah, no. I've got to actually tier this Kickstarter apart now. When you're going to have reward tiers, for the game, yes. Early birds for paying for the game, completely understandable. For your other rewards, literally, the one I just talked about, $500 for 6 copies of the game, name and credits, soundtracks and wallpapers, beta copy of the game, name and super backlist, name a gladiator, name and logo at our Hall of Fame page, custom skin for a gladiator. Alright, so for $500, and then what changes so much that anyone would ever want to pay $850 of? Not only that, but on top of it, no one backed the early bird Pyromancer, but someone did back the regular Pyromancer, and I'm just like, wait, what? You just thought, I mean, maybe they're really backing this game a lot and they just really want to back it, so hey, here's an extra $350 for no reason. But otherwise, look at this. Super Early Bird night promo, and these are both the same fucking things, and Super Early Bird Berserker. What is this, man? Yeah, that's yeah. I can't back this. I don't know how they made their whole thing. People must really like this style of game or something, but
I guess so. I mean, Team Fight Tactics, there's a bunch of people playing it, so it's got to be it.
Well, that's it. We're done for this week, good sir.
Right.
We went fairly long this week. This was almost a 3-hour podcast, but you know what? Didn't feel like it.
No, it didn't. Not at all.
So I'm kind of impressed by that.
Yeah. But, excuse me. I'd like to give my thanks to my news outlets, as always, every week for SDK's news. VG247 and Destructoid.com.
Indeed, and I will also thank Destructoid.com, Indie Retro News, Steam, Twitter, Kickstarter, all the indie devs, all the pixel artists, everyone who we get to look at, and you know, who's, I guess, I don't want to say product, but like, you know, their work that we're looking at. It's always appreciated, always good stuff. But yeah, no, had a good week, and hopefully, like I said, we won't have any more interruptions as to when we're going to have the podcast. We have everything pretty much sorted out, other than the fact that, like, if news gets slow, what are we going to do? We decided either a topic, or we might even go and just play one of these games that we normally wouldn't get to play, like a ZX Spectrum or C64 or whatever the case may be. Because that'll be fun. I mean, I think both of us doing, like, 10-minute segments of a game each, or even 2 games at like 5 minutes each, at least we'll be able to delve into it, give a quick little review of how we feel about it. So something new, something different.
Oh, also, let's not forget, last but of course definitely not least, we'd like to thank Jones Soda.
Indeed. Someday you guys will sponsor us. Look at it. This is 2. I've had 2. Scott's had 2. We drank. Love your soda. Sponsor us, please. All we want to do is just have a couple free soda every week. That's it.
Yeah, that's all. Free publicity, man.
And we'll Jones Soda all the way. But no, we're gonna raid up this week Moonbeam Arcade. I don't think we've ever had a chance to raid them before. It's Pete and Amber. I think it's Pete who's on right now. Pete is actually, he was originally a AAA game developer back in the day, and now he, according to his Twitch profile, he now is a videographer for S&M porn or something like that. So,
I remember these guys.
They're really awesome, really nice people. Always playing a lot of older games. Like they'll do like a night of where they just play Attari, a night of where they'll just play like I think they've done ColecoVision and Television. They've done NES, SNES, arcade. They do all kinds of stuff. Then Amber gets on and sometimes she'll play like I think it's called Cleopatra. It's like a strategy type game. And Pete does a lot of like, I think Pete is on right now playing Snatcher for Sega CD. So that's very interesting. Love that kind of stuff. So head on over there. We're going to raid them up right now. Tell them hello. Follow if you like their content. And yeah, tell them that we sent you over. But otherwise, have yourselves a good week. Thank you for joining us tonight. And we will see you next week. Bye-bye.